welcome to Northstars Live. I'm your host, Ellie Marie Watts.
G'day, and I'm Gavin Thurston.
We're back at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium for another doubleheader weekend. Today, the Northstars will have a rematch against Perth Thunder, and tomorrow the Northstars will play Melbourne Ice. During the week, Newcastle acquired a new import, Sammy Bagger. Newcastle has also made a couple of changes to their lines, and today in Northstars Live you'll hear from Northstars coach Joey Terrio and Captain Bert Malloy about a couple of changes that we'll also chat about later today. Gav, we've got a new import, Sammy.
Banger,
Sammy Bagger, not banger.
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 Australian accent.
Yeah, he says it. You kind of catch the G there, banger. Banger.
Yeah.
Banger. But yeah, what do you think it means to add an import to the team?
Well, it's going to bring new flavour to the team. Throwing a new import in there makes the position for the other imports now to fight for. As we know that. Who's out injured?
Thomas Lander.
Thomas Lander's out with a bit of upper body injury or concussion. So that opens up a spot for Sam.
Yeah.
And
the coaches didn't have to make the decision.
That's
okay,
right.
we've got 5 imports.
Yes.
Which 4 are playing?
Yes. So we've still got our 4 imports out there tonight.
Yep.
And it makes them hungry. They've got to fight for their position now. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So we caught up with Sammy when he landed in Australia on Thursday, straight into it, straight at practice. Lucy had a chat with him, and here's what he said.
Hi, Lucy Vaughan here from the Newcastle Northstars. I'm here with Sammy Bagger, one of our forwards, joining us as an import for the rest of the season. How are you feeling about being here?
I'm really excited to come here. I mean, it's been a long couple days, but finally got here and everything's good. Got all my equipment, my luggage all came, so it's a good start so far.
So tell us a bit where you've played before.
I played junior hockey growing up in Ontario, Canada, and but for the past 5 years I was playing university hockey and in Ontario, and I got a couple games in pro in the East Coast League at the end of the season, and now I'm here, so I'm excited to be here now.
So when you found out you'd be coming to Australia, what were you really excited about doing?
You know what? It was it's a big life move, so that was the biggest thing. I've never been to Australia before, and I've heard nothing but good things, so I was excited to come. I know a few people who played in this league in the past, and they've had nothing but good things to say, so I'm excited to get started.
I'm sure these guys will show you around. They're a pretty good group of players. So coming up to the games of the weekend, what's your biggest goal to kind of make your mark on this league?
You know what? I don't really know what to expect, so I'm kind of going a little bit blind, but I just want to play my game. I want to keep it simple. Just hopefully we can get a couple wins.
Thanks, Sammy. We'll see you on the weekend.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Get a couple of wins is certainly what the Northstars will be aiming for this weekend.
Exactly what we need right now.
Absolutely. So Sammy is quite young, 25-year-old, and he actually joins us from the East Coast Hockey League. He went pro in April, played a couple of games for the Norfolk Admirals, but he came from the Brock University Badgers, and he had a really big role with the Badgers. Played 129 games, 109 points for them, and he even wore the A in 2016-2017. So I know Coach Joe Terrio was really excited about including Sammy into Newcastle.
From what I understand, Sammy was one of the original imports that Newcastle was looking at.
Yeah.
And being that his season did go longer than originally, that suited Newcastle.
Yeah.
So that's why they got in contact with him.
Yeah.
Obviously, we need a couple of wins to keep ourselves up on the ladder, and there's been really good scout reports about Sammy.
Yeah.
I read a couple of articles that Joey handed over to me today regarding his scout reports on him, and he's not a physical player, but he's got great hands. As you saw, he's got 109 points from 120 games. He's a point a game. That's what we at least need out of him today.
And Joe said things like, talking to Coach Joey about Sammy, he said, Sammy has quite, offensive effectiveness, not particularly scoring in that such, but setting up plays. Yeah, setting up, which is pretty critical as well.
As you said, Sammy's going to be on a line with Bert and also with Joe Hutchett. Yep. So I think Bert's role in that is going to be more of a physical forward, which will then create space for those other two players to try and get goals. And if they got to dig the puck out of the corner or whatever they got to do, create some space in front of the net.
Well, that was one of the other changes that Coach Joey Terrio has made, and Ray Sheffield have made today. So not just the inclusion of Sammy Banger, but also Bert Malloy, captain, moving from defence to forward. And we've also got import Nick Rebay moving from defence back to defence. Sorry. So a couple of changes there.
Well, Nick's one of our higher point scorers in the team. I think he actually might be leading the points for Newcastle. And we probably need his a little bit of structure and everything back in the defence, and we need Bert. Bert played for Australia in the as a forward.
Yeah, as a forward, absolutely.
And had good results on that when he played for Australia in the World. So.
Well, we actually caught up with Bert this week as well. Lucy had a chat with him just about what he can, about moving to a forward again, and then also about what he thinks Newcastle needs to do for the game, their rematch against Perth Thunder. Because as you might know, or you might not remember, Perth were here 2 weeks ago and rolled the Northstars 8-2. So they definitely don't want to be that to happen again.
No.
Not when they're just 3 points shy of that. Perth on the ladder in 4th place. Perth 3rd, and then we've got the Sydney Ice Dogs and Canberra 1 and 2. So so as I said, we caught up with Bert earlier this week, and here is that interview.
Hi, Lucy Bourne here from the Newcastle Northstars. I'm here with Bert Malloy, one of our forwards. We're going to talk a little bit about moving to forward on the weekend. How are you feeling about it?
Excited. I need to get a spark going. Hopefully I can literally lead from the front and maybe pop a few goals. We'll see.
So does it change your gameplay at all? Because I know as a defenseman, I have a defense mindset. Does he think that changes for you moving to forward, or it's kind of the same for you?
I've been kind of going back and forth for a couple of years now. I guess I'm more of a offensive defenseman and a defensive forward. So I don't know. Hopefully I can just bring a bit of energy, throw the body a bit. I don't know what to expect, but the focus is still the same.
So we've got our new import Sammy Banger playing with you on the same line. How are you feeling about it? It's bringing a bit of excitement to the team?
Yeah, it's exciting getting a new guy. We'll see if it fits. Hopefully it does, but we'll roll with the punches.
So coming off 2 losses, how is the team feeling? You've got to pick them up, or is there anything really important you've been doing before the games?
There's a few different things that we need to tweak for sure. But no way are we playing to our potential right now, and it's frustrating. So we're searching for a bit of consistency, I think. Full hockey games. I mean, that Perth game, we played really well in that first period, and that means nothing because we got shocked in the second. We just got to find the back of the net. I say it often. I think this league is a race to 5. So, get up and don't look back.
So we've come out of a couple of games where you've kind of dropped it in the last few periods. Do you think you've had to really lift the team collectively just as do they feel a little bit defeated, or are they all pretty positive most of the time?
No, we've stayed positive. There's a few bumps in the road, but I think we're just kind of hitting the reset button here and attacking the second half of this season. There's still a lot of potential. There's still a lot of games to be played, a lot of which are at home, and pedal to the metal. We got to figure this out pretty soon, though.
So in forward, are you ready to shut down those typical Perth breakouts we saw in the last game? They seem to have the same kind of style. Are you ready to cut them off before they get moving?
Yeah, they play really well off the puck. Obviously, they're really skilled and fast, but now we see them. I think they caught us off guard a little bit in that first game. But we have a game plan, and we're going to stick to it.
Great. Thanks for your time, Bert. We're looking forward to seeing you play on the weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Bert, they're just chatting about the need to stay positive and really assert their dominance in the game.
Absolutely,
not just playing one good period and then just
as we saw with the last game against Perth where we went down 8-2. I spoke to Bert the next day and he was not happy about that game.
No,
and as he said in that interview, they're not playing to their potential. And we're going to learn from that. I think defensively we're exposed a fair bit in that game. With these changes that they're making, it'll be interesting to see how we go. And definitely with the new import of Sam, we've got to be offensive. it all starts in your own end. If you're defensive in your own end, offensive stuff can happen. So
yeah, absolutely. Well, I caught up with Joe at practice on Thursday, and we have an interview for you in a minute. But Joe does speak about, there's no point doing the same thing over and over and over. That's just, isn't that the definition of insanity?
Yeah.
So, this is why they've made the changes and trying to, correct what sort of did go wrong last week for them.
That's exactly it. He's playing his cards, playing his game of chess. It's moving your pawns and playing bringing in a new import this time of the year is certainly going to bring some change. Bit of new chemistry for the team.
Yeah, absolutely. And we were just talking in that interview with Bert. They were just Lucy was speaking about just the chemistry and whatnot. And obviously, the guys don't know yet how it's going to work.
Yeah.
This is Sammy's first game.
He only arrived on Thursday.
Yeah, he literally landed, had all these interviews, and then on the ice. But I guess tonight everyone's going to see firsthand if they've got that chemistry and if it works.
First home game, good place to start.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beats going on a road trip or somewhere like that as soon as you land. So at least he gets to play at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gets a little bit of familiarity with the ice and the players, and we should get a good crowd here. It's a bit of a sellout again.
Yeah, well, it looks like it is definitely filling up. We've got the guys on the ice warming up, and so like we were just talking about, I got up with Joe, Ontario coach, and we just spoke about the changes, what they're planning to do against Perth today, what they've been looking at in the past 2 weeks to really overcome maybe the defensive shortfalls they had last game. And well, I'll stop talking and let Joe do the talking. Here's that interview. Hi everyone, Ellie Marie Watts here for the Newcastle Northstars, and I'm joined by Coach Joe Terrio. How you doing, Joe?
Yeah, not too bad.
We're going into a pretty big weekend here at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, facing Perth Thunder on Saturday and then Melbourne Ice on Sunday. Tell me, how crucial is this weekend to you guys?
Well, every game from here on in is pretty crucial. The first half of the season, you're looking to set precedents and set your points and see where you're going to be at. The second half is just looking at playoffs, making obviously top four. 2, 3, 4 would be ideal right now with Canberra taking a far lead ahead. But yeah, that's exactly what we're looking for. We're looking just to win our last game of the season, which is grand final day.
And so we go into this weekend with 2 most recent losses. One of them was against Perth Thunder. How are you guys preparing for Saturday's clash against Perth Thunder again?
Oh, Perth there. I forget the score, but there was we had a bit of a doozy there, a little bit of relapse. Definitely wasn't our game. Doesn't reflect on our team by all means. And it's one of those things you just put behind you. The loss against the Bears is just basically compounded off the 8-2 loss, so just sounds like pretty bad. But the Bears played a really good game. They played a really good game. Schlempe had a tip-in power play goal. And then Lowe had a empty netter about 40 seconds ago. So those are, but we just got to put the puck in the net. Kimmer had a really, really good game. He's no slouch in that. He's at 9.38 save percentage right now. So it's really, really good. So facing a hot goalie like that and a really good goalie like Kimmer is, you can't just be shooting at him and hope for the best. So.
And so we're going into this weekend's game with a bit of a shake-up to the team. We have a new import, Sammy Bango, and also a couple of changes in the defence and forward lines. Can you walk us through that and what you think it might do for the team this weekend?
Yeah, I think it was I hear Coach one time say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Yeah. So, of course, we've got to change it up to the best of our ability and to the best whatever's going to suit the team. We can make changes, but if it doesn't suit the team, then it's not going to suit how you're going to play. But everybody's excited about a change. Everybody's excited to do different roles. Bert's coming up as a forward, where he played for Team Australia in the Worlds, and Reeve's a natural defenseman, so he's going to drop back, and then we'll just play a couple of the other guys together. Sammy arrived this morning. I know Sammy from back home. Sammy plays junior in LaSalle, where I live, and he's a great player. He's an all-around player. Captain Brock University. I think they placed about third in Canada in the championships this year. So that's really good. Thomas is not going to play this week. He's going to sit out. We're really looking forward to it. And again, new face, new team for the weekend. And we'll see how the results come out for Monday. So.
Does adding a new player at this stage in the season credit or hinder the team at all?
I definitely don't think it hinders the team. I think most definitely it'll credit the team. Sammy knows a fair bit of a couple of the guys throughout the league, 1 and 2 on our team, just because of the connection from back home and other players. And so a guy like Sammy Benga can he'll just jump in and gel in the lineup, no problem. And he already has with the guys, so that works really, really good. But yeah, Sammy's not here to take over anything, and he's not that type of player. He's a team player, so he'll jump in there really, really well, and the guys are excited to play with him.
Beautiful. Thanks so much, Joe.
No problem.
Joe was sounding really positive about going into today's game based on that interview.
Yeah. With the changes that he's made, we've got to see what happens. And,
absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, especially after as we said, the 8-2 loss, there was going to have to make some changes for this game. Joey's only dressing 10 forwards, and I see that Perth are dressing 11, but they only ran with 2 lines last game.
Yeah.
So, if we can get our 3 lines rolling, and, he's got Hamish Powell there as an impact player as well. Hamish likes to throw the body, so, Perth aren't a very physical team, so we'll see what we can do.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we will leave you to it. The game's about to start, but stay tuned for the intermission. Lucy will be doing some interviews, and we'll also be back with the post-game show.
And a save there, and they score! So here's Lassen with a shot, and he scores! He drives it, walking in, he shoots and scores! Mustangs draw first blood! Teresi gets a shot away and scores! 4-4! Lachlan going to the net, shoots, and he scores! And then towards Cox, Cox gets a shot away, Davis makes the save, no, it's in! It's in! Perth takes the lead!
Live from Hunter Ice Skating Stadium in Newcastle, this is AIHL TV. The regular season is brought to you by Air Canada, who offer the only daily and non-stop service to Vancouver. For details, visit aircanada.com.au. Owners are a direct infrastructure investor with a portfolio worth in excess of $50 billion. ATC Productions, your live event technical provider. And APA Group, delivering Australia's energy.
Hello and welcome everyone to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium tonight for this Australian Ice Hockey League match. The home team, the Newcastle Northstars, are hosting the Perth Thunder. Peter Lambert here with Steve and Lindsay. Welcome back, Steve.
Mate, it is a pleasure to be back. I have enjoyed so much my break away from it, but I'm looking forward to working with you again. It's going to be fantastic, and what a great game to be involved in. A game here where the Northstars obviously want to bounce back from what happened last time they played the Perth Thunder.
That's right. Well, we've talked a fair bit. Ellie and Gavin covered as well. We've lost 2 in a row, but Perth have lost 1 in a row. It's not panic stations yet, but Northstars currently 4th on the ladder. Only 2 points ahead of the Bears, who are 2 games in hand, so the Bears ahead of us in points per game. So, yeah, it's a very tight league this year, especially for those top 5 positions, definitely from 2 to 5. Not a lot of breathing space there, so really hoping to see Newcastle be a lot more competitive tonight, and I do believe... not just wishful thinking, I do believe there will be tonight.
Oh, I think that 100% will be. I mean, they've had 2 losses in a row now, and that doesn't sit well with any team. And certainly with the kind of people that are in the North Stars team, that doesn't sit well with them at all. I like the changes that they've made. I mean, I've had the privilege of watching Bert Malloy play for Australia live, watching the Mighty Roos play. And to see him do that tonight really brings back great memories, because he did very well for the Mighty Roos. So I'm excited about that. There's no doubt that Rivet will make a big difference on defence, because he is a defenseman, and now going back and playing in that position will certainly help shore up one of the issues that the North Stars have had is their defensive game. So he's going to make a big difference tonight. So I'm looking forward to that, to watching that as well too. But I'm really looking forward to watching Perth as well. They're an exciting team. They've got great goaltending. They've got good forwards, great imports. Speaking to Dave Ruck before the game, he's excited about the game as well too, and the way their season is going. So this is going to be a classic.
Yeah, I think the Perth were a bit, Stan, Scott and the guys in their Perth management team were a bit worried before the start of the season. They lost a couple of their depth players, one to us here in Newcastle being Rob Hazelhurst, the other one Peter Goranson he's gone to Canberra Brave. So, I mean, those are two very valuable players to have in your back line to go. But they've really picked up, especially throughout May, June. And they're now in a strong position on that ladder. They've gradually moved up, and it's going to be a great battle here to see who can hang on to that, keep their places in that 3rd to 5th bracket.
Yeah, and it's also great that the North Stars have brought another import out as well too, and Sam Banga. I know he's going to make a difference tonight. I mean, the guy's a class person.
We'll just wait a moment for the anthem. We've talked about those a fair bit, as did Ellie and Gavin. Also for the Thunder, they've brought back in Jamie Woodman. They've got a couple of players back who weren't here the last time, so they'll be stronger yet than we saw them last time. The bench was a little short last time. They were running like 2.5 lines. Yep. I think they only played 5D when they were here last time, maybe 4 or 5D. So they've got a couple of extra players. They'll be hard to beat.
Well, again, talking to Coach Ruck before the game, he's been very happy with his third line and what they've been actually contributing. He's been playing them against the top import lines on other teams, and they've been doing a great job shutting them down. So he was very, very enthusiastic to be making sure that his third line got lots of ice time tonight to try and impact against the North Stars. And the North Stars, of course, will be trying to pierce that and get some goals. That's what we need.
We'll find out pretty soon, Steve. Darren Hardy-Hawkins got the puck, and he's about ready to get us underway. 15 minutes on the clock for this AHL game. Of course, we're playing 2 15s and a 20. It's been the AHL standard for a couple of years now. So it was originally 3 15s. We definitely have talked about going to 3 20s, but it involves more ice time, more players, and a few other things that make it a bit tough. The 5 minutes was originally supposed to be basically permanent overtime, I guess you could say. But that's it makes for exciting hockey anyway. We're about to get underway. Hardy-Hawkins has the puck. And we've got Semi Benga out for his first shift. No, he's not on yet. We've got Zane Jones line out first. Into the corner. Picked up a Reveille, playing defence in this game. Long pass under the stick and into the Thunder zone. And first to the puck will be, it's one of the Kudla brothers, Dave Kudla, in number 8.
I think that's going to be something we're going to see from Reveille tonight. He just grabbed the puck, shot out of the zone as fast as he could with the speed that he has, and unfortunately the pass didn't quite make it, but I think that's what we're going to see from him tonight. He wants to get engaged. I mean, he's an offensive defenseman. He wants to get engaged.
And that's where Newcastle struggles, getting that momentum up ice and carrying into the zone.
Absolutely.
Nice chip forward. Tesserick is down, but Newcastle get into the zone, and Zane Jones chases that in, but the Thunder have turned around, and Bro has a puck. He backhands and a save there with the pads of Davis in front. Good shot on net, and I don't think that quite got to Davis, or if he did, he had a good pad save at the far end. Rozalansky has the puck, fires it towards the net. It's picked up by the Thunder. Good puck handling here. Fires on net. Tries the back door, Bro. Save there by Davis.
Wow. Dane Davis just threw everything at that, and somehow something happened. The puck did not go in the net.
I was hoping it was a save. I couldn't tell.
Well, as I said, he flashed everything. The stick, the glove, the pads, the helmet.
He did the roly-poly double stat.
Wow. Yeah. And obviously it's hit something because it's gone up into the netting, and we have a face-off just to his right.
14-11 left in this first period. Just getting underway here at Hunter Skating Stadium in Newcastle. Fired towards net. That's gone behind and out the other side. Thunder the pressure on here at the moment. They have possession. It's 5-on-5 to the blue line, kept in by Kula. Fires through the screen. Davis was going the other way, but the defence kept it clear. And Hazelhurst playing against his old team again. Had a good time playing against them last. Newcastle have to get back on inside. Malloy connects. Banga hands it off. Karchowick. His cross-ice pass doesn't meet Malloy, and it's picked up by Andrew Cox to scatter it out for the Thunder. Malloy quickly in there. Looks for a hit, but there's none coming, and he's going to wait for his teammates to change. Newcastle. Banga hands it off and to the D, and up they go up the right wing. Hazelhurst waits. Fires it in towards net. De Silva has to make a save in a bouncing puck. Pat Naden in deep. He's going to check Alistair Punler into the boards. He's passed to one of the guys in white. That's the wrong team, Paddy. Chase in front. Backhand attempt, but he can't get it away cleanly. Lehman Waring having a great season this year. Gets it round to Watini on their far side. Old captain Naden gets it in front. Tries Hitman Waring, but it's off a stick or puck from the Thunder, and Paddy Ward will pick it up for Newcastle.
I mean, how good is that enthusiasm for the third line of the North Stars? Naden, Watini, Mang Waring. That was a great shift.
Well, I think the start scoring the second line this season. They're having a great season. Bang! Down he goes. Pierre-Olivier Montgremelson. Taken out there in the North Star zone. That's some better defence from Newcastle. We did see that last game, of course, but the second period was a shocker. Knocked down there. But we'll continue play. That was Oslansky. Into Newcastle's end. They're trying to get it out. They do get past. A little disjointed, but they're in with now. And some speed. Takes a shot. That was Jones, a hard shot, and DeSalvo off the shoulder and up into the netting and stop the play.
DeSalvo played that so well. I mean, he's a big guy anyway. Even going down, there's nothing at the top of the net for anyone to shoot at, but really, it was the only thing that Jones could do was just smash that puck and hope that it somehow got over his shoulder. But DeSalvo, square, perfect positioning.
12-10 left in the first period. No goal scored yet. Into the corner. Picked up by sack now for the Thunder after they won that face-off. Knocked down by Newcastle. Jones will be taken out from behind. In close. Chance there for a Tesseric, but he couldn't get it past DeSalvo. Behind the net for Lawson. Bumps Kuros, who wasn't looking, and that hit was too late, so he's been called for an elbow.
Yeah, Lawson.
He did use the elbow. I think it was too late, though.
Yeah. And I mean, with all these things, it's how the referee saw it at the time, and obviously the elbow was up on that hit. So it'll be an interesting challenge now for the North Stars, because they've really had great momentum through a couple of those shifts there with their third line and also that first line being out there just then. So now the momentum can change, and let's hope they buckle down, get the defensive side of the game working, and we'll
see. The Thunder have been pretty hot lately. A big shot on net by Zelansky winds up in the wheelhouse there, but it's gone through out to the glass, and Newcastle, yes, they do get it out eventually into neutral ice. Zelansky will go back to pick it up. He chats to Bro, and they set up the breakout. Bro has it behind his net. We'll skate up the middle. Burst of speed, hands it off to Bremner. Into the North Star zone goes Bremner. He's setting up the half boards to the point now for Zelansky. To the top of the umbrella. So they're putting Bro up at the top there. Zelansky now waiting. He's a right-hand shot. Get to back. Fires. That was off a leg but just wide. Kept in at the line. Zelansky waits. Some good penalty killing by the North Stars here. Active sticks and all. Chance in front. And that's been smothered by Dane Davis with 10:52 left in the first.
Yeah, good little bit of aggression there from Matt Lindsay at the back to sort of put a Perth player on the ice. But I really like what Manwaring and Naden were doing at the top of that PK then in that box scenario, in that they were making Perth pass the puck around. And they took away so many lanes with their sticks being on the ice and being active as well too, that Perth really didn't have an answer. But now it looks like Lindsay's been pulled up for that, and he's going to the penalty box. 5-on-3, Peter. 5-on-3.
1 minute and 5, and you don't get much better opportunity to score than a 5-on-3. I think the chances go up from around about 15-20% up to around 40%, something around that for a 5-on-3. So we'll see how the Thunder do here. Reve has it in the corner. He's going to burn some time here and a bit of help from his teammates, and they'll chip it out of the zone. No icing, of course, will be waved off while we're in this penalty kill. Acharek doubles back. He was the one who fired it in, and now Thunder have 44 seconds to work. Two-man advantage. Fakes bro. To Zlansky. Shot and a save by Davis.
And again, great job there by Pat Ward to put his body on the line and get right in front of that. It missed him, and Davis was able to grab it, but he took away a lot of the angle there from the shot. So that was very, very clever, very good. But it's great to see Rivet back on defense for this. This is good.
Yeah, I really like that change. 36 seconds remaining on 5-on-3. Thunder do knock that down. That's going to be a high stick, played with a high stick type. And we'll have a face-off outside the zone.
And more importantly, we have a face-off outside the zone.
Sorry
That's
for
really
spoiling your
good.
party there,
That's really good.
And took three seconds off the clock as well. So this delay might actually work for the Thunder because they've had this same power play on for a long time now. Gives them a bit of a rest. Chip forward off the face-off by Acharek, and Zlansky now with the puck. Fake side to side, they're going to get set up. Here's off to Bro. Scores a lot of points for the Thunder. Fakes. Zlansky, shot scores! 17 seconds remaining in that 5-on-3, but Zlansky puts it through. Thunder up 1-0, 10:04 left in the first.
I feel really, really sorry there for Pat Ward because, again, threw his body on the line but just wasn't able to get down quite low enough to block the shot. And, of course, Davis then couldn't get down low enough to take the heat off the shot either. So it was very, very, very unlucky because the North Stars were so close to killing that. And a 5-on-3 killing it in this league against an offense like the Perth Thunder is pretty outstanding. So we've still got a minute 12 to kill, Pete.
Minute 12 of this 5-on-4 remaining. And the Thunder up 1-0 after that power play goal. Foot race to the puck. Hazelhurst gets to it first, and it's chipped out of the zone. And into the bench, I guess. So stop a play, and they'll go back in the North Stars' end. With 9:56 left in the period, 1:04 left in that power play. Second power play.
And again, good strength out there on the ice for the North Stars. You got the speed of Hazelhurst, the skill of Malloy, and then obviously the great experience of Jones and also Lawson.
To the blue line, Bro fakes. He's get tied up there by Jones. He gets it away to the half boards. Shot from the back door. No, it's gone right to the other side. Thunder can't get it to Bro. I think it's Bremner down low. Can't see a number from here. Winds up. It's loose and slapped on net, but kept out by the North Stars defence. 40 seconds now remaining in this power play for the Thunder. Chipped into the Thunder zone and casually pursued now by... It's Lehman Waring. No, it's Zane Jones. He's shaved, so it's hard to pick him. They're about close to the same height as Waring. And a stopper play. 9:16 left in the first. 24 seconds left in this first period.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the North Stars bounce back from this. 24 seconds to kill. And then if they can just build that momentum again, it shouldn't take long before they equalise.
Back underway to the blue line. And thrown forward by North Stars. Zlansky has a puck pursued by Waring.
Oh!
Naden forechecking, and that's in deep for Rivet. And a stopper play, I'm not sure what that was. It looks like icing.
Well, again, a great play there by Pat Naden. That showed this year the experience he's picked up in the AIHL, the way he was able to angle that play so the Perth Thunder couldn't come out of their zone as easily as they wanted to, which has led to this icing call. So you can't call him a kid anymore, jeez, but I mean, he really is playing well.
Nah, not a kid anymore.
Nope. But this is what we needed, a face-off down in this zone so we could get our first line out on the ice, because Lindsay will be out in 4 seconds.
Thunder have won that face-off, but now we've got even teams. Gramazon takes it up the right wing. He'll dump it in, and first to be the puck will be Lindsay, number 3, just got out of the box. North Stars getting fired back on. And a big hit there by Malloy in the corner. He's making some room already for Acharek. He gets in for the screen, but
unlucky.
the puck touched there by Bremner, and now it's gone back to North Stars' defence. Billiard shot off the boards there to Banga, and he can't keep control of it as he's under pressure here under the Thunder. Into the zone, and now it's pursued into the corner by Webster. That's Kieran Webster. Battle for the park. Malloy versus Woodman. Didn't play this last game here. Quick shot and a save by Davis, a good one. And man falling down there was McMahon, and he has been called. Yeah, he fell down and he got a bit desperate there, so he's gone.
He's gone for hooking.
Tackled a player, and he's going for hooking for 2 minutes.
I mean, that
happens from a fall, doesn't it?
Yeah, true, and it looked bad right from the word go. It was going to be hooking. It was going to be interference. It was going to be. It didn't matter what it was.
I don't know if I got the right number.
Yeah, poor Linden got beaten there, but. Now this is an opportunity for the North Stars to get the momentum going back into it. They've got a great power play. They just need to connect on this. Adding Banger to it was obviously going to help.
A charge of the face-off.
Great win.
On his wing. Quick shot on net is blocked by the sticks there of the defenders. Punler with an active stick. Keeping the space clear in front of the net. To the blue line. Waits. This Reve takes a shot.
Ooh.
Rebound attempt by Zane Jones playing the power play. So it's Hacharik, Jones and Banga playing the power play, so Malloy is off at the moment. Banga has the puck to Hacharik, and it's loose. He lost the handle, so it's grabbed by Peter DeSalvo for a stopper play. 7:24 left, 1-0 the lead for the Thunder.
And Joe Hacharik knew that he blew that. It just rolled off his stick, unfortunately. Yeah, and DeSalvo was able to grab it because Banga was coming in and a good opportunity to get back to him. It could have been a really, really good shot opportunity there.
Keeping your head up, isn't it? Sometimes you don't keep a tighter grip on the puck. Puck is loose right now and slapped around the boards by the Thunder. It's just kept in due to some good work by Hazelhurst. He hits another shot at it, but Thunder, no, they can't get it out yet. But Gremezon fires it up ice and hits a stick of Ben Bro at the blue line. I don't think that was intentional. It would have been pretty awesome if it was. Quick shot on there and a block by Davis off the shoulder. Newcastle trying to get off the boards, and in deep is Naden, so DeSalvo will play it. There'll be no icing. And Waring was eyeing off a hit there against Bro, but he knew it was too late, so he pulled up. I think it was appreciated. He had ahead of the steam. Sam Lawson has the puck right now, carrying forward for Newcastle. He's getting a button hook in his own end. He's looking for support. He's going to send it across. I think it's been Waring. Yep. Hard to see numbers so far away.
Here we go.
Into the zone they go is Naden, streaking towards the towards the net was to Hazelhurst, pardon me. We don't have Southport here today. It sort of might have been Jester. Lawson, Hazelhurst. That's a bad bounce off the penalty doors, and into the zone goes Oslansky. That's blocked away by Davis and into the corner. And quickly on it are the Thunder. They're setting up in the North Stars end. Newcastle chasing a little bit. Just some bad bounces. It's not due to bad play. And we've got some tired players looking to change. Malloy carries it himself. Into the zone they go. Shot on net. Hacharik. An awkward handcuffed save there by DeSalvo, but he made the save, and we're going to stop a play. 5:49 left in the first. 1-0 the lead for the Thunder.
Yeah, Banger showed his experience there by just coming through the middle and working as a screen so the North Stars could enter the zone and get that shot away by Hacharik. Unfortunately, a little bit high, but I mean, it's what you do off the puck sometimes makes so much difference, and Banger is obviously a class player.
And that's where Thunder was so much better this last time. Back on the way, and to the blue line, kept in there by Newcastle. Andrew Cox. It's his pass away to Bremner, I think it is, into the corner. First star of the North Stars. Banger has the puck, 96. He's wearing a long pass, but it's on the stick. Oh, but it's gone under the stick of Hacharik. He's got Banger coming in to assist. Oslansky has the puck, though, and gets with a burst of speed up the right wing. And he's got one of his own plays in the way. It's Kiros. He waits, tries a little lob shot, and Davis keeps it out, although he had Jordy Kiros all over that blue line. Pardon me, the blue plate, red line. Fired in by Newcastle, and deliberate offside is called, so they'll go back to Newcastle's end.
Yeah, that was just a matter of just inches in that, but again, Jones just being a little bit enthusiastic, wanted to get there a bit quicker than perhaps he should have. But things happen so fast, you just never know, eh? Anything could happen on that.
Face off. Pucks in some feet and fired towards the net and stopped by Davis, and we'll have a stop of play now with under 5 minutes remaining. 1-0 the lead for the Thunder.
Yeah, just the North Stars now, they just need to try and grab some of that momentum back again. I mean, the last shift with Banger's line out there, and they actually created two really good opportunities. Unfortunately, the shot was high from Hacharik in that.
Face-off, won by the Thunder again. Ben Bro's been hot on that face-off. Intercept by Newcastle, and another intercept by Atomic Sack. Skating onto it now is Webster. And the attempted shot on net as well wide, goes behind from the top from the point and doesn't make it through to Davis.
Great
Newcastle
shot block by Hayden Sheard.
fighting for the puck to Sarek down low to the blue line. Thunder still on the attack. That's knocked down. Can Newcastle control it?
Ooh,
no, cut off
unlucky.
again, this time by Woodman. And tossed in deep into Newcastle's end, and they'll need to get organised in their own end. Here comes Sheard. Sheard will get it off the boards. And Oslansky working with, I think it's Woodman. No, it's number 25, Pundler. Fired on net, and a save by Davis with a flash of the glove there. 4:01 left in the first.
Yeah, look, well played there by the North Stars. A big 2-on-1, and Davis had to take the shooter, and he did. And it was a really, really good effort there. And that's what I kind of noticed here tonight. There's certainly the defensive game of the North Stars is much stronger tonight. They've obviously worked hard at practice to try and make that so, as it's been recognised, an area that they wanted to work on. And they have looked a lot stronger in their own zone.
North Stars were at their peak when they played those two games in Melbourne, and they were defensively that was their best weekend.
Absolutely.
And it's not a surprise that that's kind of been related to all of this. 3:56 left in the first. 1-0 the lead for the Thunder. So Thunder won from 2 power plays. One was a 5-on-3.
Here we go.
Newcastle 0-1, but there's a chance for Newcastle now. Malloy all alone. Backhand. Saved by DeSalvo. Punter did a good job of shutting him down. Might have been close a little bit to getting a penalty, but it was worthwhile.
Malloy was just a little bit unlucky that the referee unfortunately wasn't quite up with the play on that, because there was a little bit of stick work in there.
Not much. Malloy's not as fast as some of the other guys.
Mate, I've seen less than that called, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
so,
that's for sure.
Yeah.
For the most part, I like to see him play. Naden. Working with Natini, we've got Cox, and skating onto it now is Sack.
Great forecheck.
Nice, but Newcastle can't control it. It's gone under the stick of Watini, and Andrew Cox will pick it up. Fires it down ice, and Pundler's lost the puck to North Stars defence. Newcastle trying to bring it forward. Straight away, this Thunder line, all 5 players are back, so they're playing defensively very well as well. Good effort going with the back check and the forechecks. Watini tries to shut down Pundler, and it's Hazelhurst. You'll need some help from him, but the Thunder setting up the man coming across between the circles, but it's chipped out of the zone, and the Thunder will need to go back and retrieve the puck. Simon Kubler. That was David Kubler, pardon me. Simon's 26.
Whoops.
Puck is loose. Knocked down by Tasarik. He's against Kuros, 2 guys playing the Aussie team. And Jones taken down the corner.
Yeah, I think Jones would probably like to take that 2-on-1 back again and probably have a shot rather than the pass that he made. The opportunity was strong. Whoops.
Puck lost there, and chance for Broche. Takes a shot, and save made, or just go wide of Davis' net. Newcastle coming forward. He got 2-on-1. No, not enough room for Jones. He'll button hook, and he'll have to battle his way to keep it in. And Bro has it. He's going to go the left wing. Takes the shot. Now he's going across.
Great play by Rive. Great play.
Yeah, that's what we wanted back in D. Thunder doing a great job of splitting either side of Davis, making him go side to side. So that's going to result in some goals sooner or later if they keep that up. 1:45 left in the period. 1-0 the lead for Thunder. Setting up in front, but too many North Star sticks, and the puck is bouncing about. Cut off by Oslansky. Now it's Gremazong. Thunder lose it.
Oh, unlucky.
Yeah, under the stick there for Jones. He'll go for a change. Watch out, here comes Hazelhurst. Shoots and scores!
Holy moly, what a shot!
Rob Hazelhurst, I'm going to take an opportunity here. Opportunity taken and scores. 1-1 with 1:14 left in the first period.
Man, he is a league favourite and he is a North Star favourite, Rob Hazelhurst. What a play. Recognised that there was gap there, raced onto the puck and scored a classic against one of the best goalies in the league. Just pure determination. 1-on-2.
Well, the other guys, those guys, were casually coming into the zone. They were expecting him to button hook or to pass or something like that. No, I'm going to take a shot.
Just
gets a 5-0.
Just a great shot, and he's not excited at all.
No. Well, he really enjoyed playing his old team last time. I think now scoring a goal, he's double excited, and that's not hard for Rob Hazelhurst. And
here we go again.
Chance for Newcastle. Nice pass. The sliding attempt, and DeSalvo has got that covered. Stop a player with 101.
Oh, he's very unlucky not to get a penalty shot called there. Gee, he had this jump on him. I mean, 2 minutes is certainly justified, but very, very close to a penalty shot scenario there.
So Tomek Sack will sit for 2 minutes, and it's another power play for the North Stars. This will run over to the next period unless Newcastle scores in the 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the period.
This is where we need a goal, Peter. This is where we need a goal.
To the blue line from Banga, and Reve waits, takes a shot through the screen, and it's just wide of Salvo's net. Banga waits, hands it off. In front, it was Jones. Couldn't connect with Malloy and stop a play.
I think we'll find the net's come off.
I was thinking that, yep. There she goes. Did you see that? Rob Hazelhurst had a smile on his face.
Unbelievable.
It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yes. Now, Peter,
loves playing hockey.
I'm not on the ice, so I don't know. But I would just love to see the North Stars shoot more on their power play, that's all, than what they do. It might be the opportunities aren't there. It's quite possible. But, gee, I'd love to see them shoot more.
It's off linesman Daniel Bora's skate there and down the other end. It was unfortunate, but sometimes it happens. As they say, they're part of the game. Sometimes they're there when you're trying to make a pass.
Oh, unlucky Reve.
A little slow to get up. Was it Ben Bro? Quick shot on net by Malloy. And another one, this time by, who was that?
Jones.
Jones.
Just shaking his head.
He's got to grow his beard back. It's hard to spot who it is with a clean shave.
He looks too normal.
Yeah. Oslansky carries the puck for the Thunder. He waits. He's got Grand Maison with him, who has scored a bunch of points this season. Deadly play. And that's the end of the period. So, thrilling period here at Hunter Skating Stadium, Steve. So, after first period, we've got 1-1 scoreline between North Stars and the Thunder. So,
mate, I think that's a fair reflection of the game in all seriousness. You know, the North Stars picked up a couple of penalties there. So has the Thunder, so it's been fairly even in that. And the 5-on-5, you'd have to say perhaps the Thunder have a little bit more happening for them than what the North Stars have had. But both of them had opportunities. Both of them have done really, really well. So this is an exciting game. This is going to go really, really well.
It is. And the last game, it felt like we weren't getting the full show. You weren't here for this one. Lucy and I did that one. It didn't feel like we're getting the full package, the full effort from the teams, or if it was the full, I don't know if it's effort, but just neither team was really flowing very well.
Yep.
I don't get a feeling tonight.
These
teams are firing. These are two teams playing well tonight and really evenly.
This is end-to-end. This is great stuff. I mean, you always want to get through the neutral zone quickly. It's called the speed zone, and that's exactly what both of them are doing. So the transition from defense to offense has been very, very quick. But I really have liked what Sambanga has brought to the team. Again, off the puck as well as on the puck. He's very, very good with his hands, but the way he's been setting up screens, the way he's been putting blokes into quiet areas so they can do something with the puck is very clever. I mean, hey, he's been here, 3 days? So, I mean, how good is it going to be when he's been here a couple of weeks? So, and he gets a little bit more chemistry happening with his line mates and that. But you can see he's a class player.
I think he's the missing piece that Newcastle needed there.
Yes.
I mean, you can feel worried about being two losses in a row. But for me, the North Stars have been one of the most underachieving teams in this season so far. They've been capable of so much more. So I think he's a missing piece that will enable them to play their better game.
Yeah, it's getting that chemistry right. And I mean, if he's that piece, fantastic. And having Rivet back on defence has obviously strengthened that part of the game as well too. But the whole team has strengthened the defensive side of the game. You can see that. So, as I said, that was a great period. I'm looking forward to the next two.
Well, the Thunder, they were already playing potential. Like last game here, we saw how they played the potential. They had so many breakaways, odd man rushes on Newcastle.
Yep.
We haven't seen that tonight, so I think it's but obviously a lot less errors from Northstars, and maybe some confidence too, because part of it, Newcastle would get the puck down in Thunder's end. They would put this pressure on. Look, they're going to score. Oops, the puck's going the other way. Thunder score. That happened. Most of those goals, we were attacking. We were deep in their zone. We were getting shots on Peter DeSalvo, and then boom, goes the other way, gets scored on.
Well, they're obviously very good at getting through out of getting a transition out of the defensive zone through the neutral zone. They're obviously very good at that, and they're showing that again tonight.
Very fast.
One of the things that we had in one of the interviews there was that the Northstars, I think it was Coach Joey Ontario, saying that how well they played in the first period.
Yeah.
And then they lost 8-2. Yeah. So I really like the way they're playing this period. I hope it's not an 8-2 result again, but I really like the way they're playing.
Or either team.
Yeah, well, that's right, exactly. Because, I mean, we want the entertainment of the game. We want it to be a great game. We want everyone to play well.
Yeah.
But I think that just watching what I've seen so far tonight, we're not going to get an 8-2 game. No way. I mean, these two teams are so even. The way the speed game is working for both of them, this is going to be probably a tight game.
Notice not as much checking in this game as we've seen for some of them. Maybe part of it is just the speed of the game, I think?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, when a guy's going past you, it's very, very hard to try and hit him.
To tag him.
Yeah, exactly right. So I'm thinking that we should be able to hang in there because we're playing well, as is the Thunder, but we're playing well.
We'll find out pretty soon. We're back for the second period, but hang around because we've got Lucy with Ray Sheffield, defensive coach for the Northstars, coming up right now.
Hi, Lucy Bourne here from the Newcastle Northstars. I'm here with Ray Sheffield, one of our coaches. They 1-1 at the end of the first period with Perth Thunder. Hazelhurst's goal was amazing. What's it do to the bench?
What did it do to the bench? Yeah. Well, I guess everybody was pretty pumped up. It's it's great to after last game hang with these guys, and we know we can. Just took us a little while to settle down. That's all.
So Banger's first game with the Northstars. How's it going so far?
He's going pretty good. It's going to take him a little time to get his legs, but he'll be all right. He's settling in fine.
Everyone's looking so great out there. Awesome scoring opportunities. Do you see more goals coming soon?
Yeah, I'm hoping. They got to start hitting the net, though, so that's been our issue the whole time. Taking shots, we're not taking enough shots, and we're not hitting the net when we do take shots, so we got to kind of sort that thing out.
Thanks for your time, Ray. We're looking forward to the second period.
Thank you.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. This AIHL game currently a 1-1 game between the hosts, the Newcastle Northstars, and the Perth Thunder. Peter Lambert here with Steve Lindsay.
Peter, I ran into Coach Dave Ruck from the Perth Thunder in the break there, and he likes the game as well too. Same as what we were saying. He says it's close, it's exciting, it's fast. He's got the best position in the game in the whole building to watch the game from.
It is nice from the benches.
That's just fantastic. And he's very excited about the way this game's going. So this, as I said, this is going to be a great game.
Referee Darren Hardy-Hawkins has the puck. He's about to drop it on the second period and we're underway. So the North Stars currently on a power play, but the Thunder have the puck, and Oslansky was slapping around the boards very hard. It's cut off by one of his players, but Newcastle trying to retrieve the puck mid-ice, but it's going to be the Thunder. On this fast and cold North Stars ice, shot on net, and a save by Davis with the paddle, and Archarik will go up the middle. He's got Bro to cut him off, but he's picked up the puck himself and dumped it in. So it'll be for Abangar to pick it up at the far side. Oslansky gets to it first, though. We've got Bert Malloy is their banger. Well, their forechecker. I can't call it
lucky.
Bro loose, takes a shot. Saved by Davis.
That was a fantastic save.
Another diving one. It's like the one he did in that shootout a few weeks ago.
But again, it's what I like about Davis. He waited, and then made the move when he had to make the save. But geez, I tell you, the Thunder were very lucky. That puck came off Bert Malloy's stick, and that's the only reason that Bro ended up getting it.
Oh, what a move with Davis. I think sometimes he gives that away, hoping they're drawing people to that spot so he can cover it. There is a bit of that mental game from the referee. Sometimes they give up a gap knowing they can cover it. They want people to shoot there. Hazelhurst into the zone. Gets through one player, two player. No, not quite through the second. And 1 second, so we're even Steams now. Even Stevens. Sam Lawson on the puck. 5-on-5 hockey. Newcastle not scoring on that power play. So they're none for two on the power play. One for two are the Thunder. Into the corner, and Waring there, up against his fellow 27. That's Woodman. Thunder bring it forward. Chip it into the zone, it bounces towards Davis, and he'll settle it down next to his net. Hazelhurst will get it forward, and now skating onto it is Lawson. Into the zone he goes. He takes a quick shot, and a save by DeSalvo off the pads. Into the zone come the Thunder. Quick shot. There's a whip shot by Grimazon, but too high, well high of Davis. And into the glass, so play will continue. A little bit higher into the netting, it would have been a stopper play. Reve deals with the forecheck of Kudla. That's Simon Kudla. Malloy into the zone, loses the handle. Grimazon will hand it off to Oslansky, who'll take it into Newcastle's end. Cross ice pass. Centered, can't get past Reve though, and he'll skate it in himself. He's got Malloy backing him up. Both really defensemen, so they can cover for each other. And back to Newcastle's end it goes, and Archarik filling in for the D, and he'll get it back and go up the left wing into the zone. Quick shot on net, and kept on the outside there by DeSalvo and his defensive assistants. Reve in a phone booth. Gets it eventually past Kieran Webster in 12, but it's deep in Thunder zone and they have possession.
Well, that's where you look at the puck protection of Reve there to keep that when he had two guys all over him and still managed to get the puck into their zone.
Sheed under pressure with this forecheck, and he gets it past Lyndon Lodge, but Kieran Webster is also deep to help out, so now we've got Ferrari and Lawson working the corner, two big guys. Driving towards the net was Lodge. His backhand there goes out through the blue paint, and attempted pass to Powell doesn't connect. You hear a fair bit of chat out there from the players, which is good to hear. It's usually the sign of a good game. I've got players flying around here a bit. Jones has annoyed somebody. He's getting a bit of push and shove going here, as long as same with Powell. And stop a play, and it's McMahon and Ferrari continuing it. It's Jones is copping a bit down in the corner.
Yeah,
Not giving it.
that all actually started when the play was going down towards the Thunder zone and Hamish Powell was pulled down from behind, and that's what got the bench absolutely agitated for the North Stars. And then obviously puck came down here and Jones was strong, very, very strong on the hit, as was Powell. So this is a face-off that we need to win and have done so.
Nice pass from Lindsay off the boards, but it's loose now, so Newcastle not getting that second pass very cleanly at the moment. And Waring slides across the ice as he's looking his feet. Yeah. Must have hit a divot. Fired down ice there by the Thunder. It's blue shirts gone to get it. Hazelhurst with Lindsay. He gets it to Waring. They'll get out of the zone. And the pass there, he's gone straight to a Thunder player. And
yeah, I was going to say, I think we're going to get a hooking call here on the Thunder. That was pretty obvious. And I don't think there's going to be any real chat about this at all. Geordie Kiros going straight to the penalty box.
He's not happy with it. He says, I was just lifting this thing. So.
Yeah, but you can't lift around the hands and then pull.
No.
That's just not allowed.
So a power play for the North Stars, their third. They've had no success in their first two. We'll see how they go with this one. 10:51 left in the second period. 1-1 the score. Benga has the puck. He'll sit around behind the net. Quick shot in front. I think it was Malloy it was Malloy to Hacharik. Now it's Malloy takes a shot, and I think it's in the glove of
DeSalvo. That was Jones. It was in the glove of DeSalvo, yes.
That was Jones, yeah, okay.
Just kept his glove up, didn't need to fall down or anything like that, just kept his glove up and took everything away from Jones, so Jones can only put it in his glove.
He's got the face-off right now. Quick replay of that play. And yeah, we've got to stop a play on ice, so you're not missing much here at the moment. And it's another penalty. This one's going into the Thunder, so it's going to be a 5-on-3 Newcastle's way. This way, it's a 1 minute and 38, so it's slightly more juicy than the one the North Stars did not kill earlier in the game in the first period.
This is a huge momentum swing here, opportunity for the North Stars.
Well, it's going to be a real test because they haven't been doing very well on the power play for some time, so to get one here would be a big start.
Well, just getting the shooting going, that's really the thing that you want on a power play.
We've already had one, and Jones, big screen to get past. He's all 6'3" and a solid country boy. From behind, scoops and scores. Gets the back door and a nice finish. So Sammy Benga gets his first goal for the Newcastle Northstars, and they're up 2-1.
Holy moly! Benga was there on the back door, just waiting for the puck, and a beautiful feed across to him, and he couldn't do anything else but put it in the net. It was a great play.
Like he had all the time in the world to finish that one.
But Peter, as I say, shoot the puck. Look what happens.
Well, he took out the replay, and yes, that pass was right through the defence and past the salvo, and yeah, nicely done. Yeah,
Hacharik did a great job there getting that puck across to him. Saw the play, bang, a whole open net, had to put it away.
Yeah, nothing could be done there by DeSalvo. It was on the other side of the net.
It's always exciting scoring your first goal, mate, when you play for a new team. That's really, really good.
Back underway. So it's a lead for the North Stars, and they haven't had one of those against this team since, I think it was last year. Into the zone to go to the North Stars. Sam Lawson driving towards the net. He hands it off. And Newcastle keep possession. It's a bit wild down there as players diving around.
Well, it was Hazelhurst went for a big slap shot and didn't quite get it away.
So, still a power play for the North Stars. They've still got a one-man advantage. The first one lost due to the goal scored. Lindsay has a puck. And it was half a pass. It's gone to Reve. Safe hands.
Just had to slow it down so they didn't get too many men on the ice.
Yeah, I saw there was a reason for it. Yeah, I saw guys were getting on the ice. I think it was Reve getting on through the screen there. Hacharik takes a shot, but it's cleared by Thunder's defence, and we've got some pressure down low. We're getting some hitting now in the second period, which we didn't really see much of it in the first.
Yeah.
So looking more confident now. Jones back on. Quickly injects himself, but can't get a shot away. Loves to drive the net. Quite happy to take some hits on the way through. Top of the circle. Malloy doesn't go for the shot. He's trying to set one up. Back door doesn't connect cleanly. Newcastle puck handling at the moment. And that's out of the zone. So a little opportunity lost there. We're down to 7 seconds, so there's not much more. There's one less chance here. Nice pass doesn't get to Banga cleanly, and here comes the Thunder player. And DeSalvo, I think he's covered that one up.
He sure has. Pat Naden almost had a great opportunity, just couldn't bury it.
Thunder quickly in on the attack. Here's Graham Mazon. He's got some help. Nice pass, and that shot. Oh, big one by Langdon Oslansky goes too high, and he's calling for the puck again. Nobody's on him. Now he's going to get the puck. And Newcastle started to collect themselves. They're a bit out of sorts there for a while. Naden gets the pass away, but held up a little bit was Jones, and DeSalvo gets to the puck first.
Here we go.
Oh! And he's lost the handle. Great opportunity there, but couldn't hang on to it to do a wraparound and beat DeSalvo back to the net.
I don't know what.
Change of energy from the North Stars. They've picked up some confidence here.
It's amazing what a goal will do for you, Peter.
Well, a couple of penalties helped too.
Funny that.
Well, that's what started the Thunder 2 weeks ago too.
Well, again, it's just so good to see the speed that is in this game, backwards and forwards. Even when the North Stars on the power play there was a couple opportunities for the Thunder on the PK, only because of their speed and chipping it out and getting out of their zone quickly. So it really is a great game to watch from here.
7:27 left in the second. It's a 2-1 lead now for the North Stars. Hazelhurst, nice buried shot off the boards, and Powell will dig it out, and it goes to his opposite number 8, that's David Kudler. The pass is a little wide of Graham Mazon. Was it Bremner? It was Bremner, number 16. He's right in front, he nearly gets a shot away, but it's just gone wide as Tesserick kind of had him covered. Alistair Pundler holding the puck right now. Richie Tesserick waits, he cuts off the pass. Expecting it to come off the boards, and he gets right. Into the zone now come the Thunder. Bremner. Pressure on Lindsay, but he's dispatched the puck, and Tesserick will get it up the left wing to Hamish Powell. He'll dump it in. And Newcastle are changing. Scorer Banga on the ice. Malloy's there with him. He's got the puck, gets it to Banga. Attempted pass to Hachari, doesn't connect.
That's twice now Banga's tried to replay the favour that Hacharick gave him on his goal and try and get the puck to Hacharick.
Just won't come.
Won't come. Oh, we've got a penalty here coming up against Paddy Ward for interference.
So a chance for the Thunder to get one back, and they're down 2-1 with 6:13 left in the second period.
Yeah, Ward is sort of asking a couple of questions about that call, being that the puck was still in the vicinity, but certainly our referee tonight, Darren Hawkins, saw it differently, and the North Stars will have to battle this again. And again, a great momentum swing to score a goal. If they can kill this again, I think the North Stars will be very, very happy where they're sitting in this game. But this is going to be hard. Thunder look very good on the power play.
They certainly have. So I did see one other score at the end of the first. The Ice Dogs and Ice were equal on 1 each. Sam Lawson has a puck. He's got some space, but can't get away from Oslansky.
Whoops.
And diving attempt.
Got it back.
Chance for Newcastle though with the man in front. Can't finish, and it's loose, and the Thunder on the attack. So Newcastle need to get back quickly because they're a man down. Through a screen, a save by Davis. Puck taken down behind by Gramazon to Oslansky. Connects up high. They tried the pass, and a save by Davis. A bit of shovel work happening in front. Andrew Cox.
Davis read that backdoor play so well. He was side to side so fast and was able to take away the opportunity there.
Well, Cox has been called for a slash.
Well, I think it had to happen.
Chopping at the puck there after he blown the whistle. So, all right.
It really was totally unnecessary.
It wasn't going to be a goal. The whistle had already gone.
Correct. And Davis had the puck covered well. So it was a little bit, probably not the best decision he's ever made in his hockey career.
Well, it's going to be 4-4 for 1 minute and 29 until the North Stars get their player back.
Be interesting to see, Peter, who this favours. Which team? Because the North Stars like playing an open game as well as the Thunder.
Yeah, not completely different games, are they, between the two teams? They're pretty similar in a lot of ways. Rob Hazelhurst has that puck. He's taken it into the zone. He waits and He's really good at getting those bank shots. He must play a bit of billiards, I think. You reckon? That's a few times tonight. He's banked him up beautifully.
Oh, good skill there by Manwaring to drop that out of the air and put the pressure back on the Thunder.
DeSalvo waits. I saw Charlie Smart taking shots with the goalie stick before the game. It was not too bad.
He can play.
He was even doing some stick handling. I was just showing off. Thunder into the zone. Bro drops it back. Oslansky waits. Oh, a bit of a dangle there, but he's lost handle, and Hazelhurst, the little terrier that he is stolen the puck away from him. And down it goes. Dribbles to DeSalvo at the far end. 4:41 left in the second period. Hazelhurst with the puck right now. So we've got 23 seconds of 4 and 4 before Newcastle have a short power play.
What a pass.
Banga. He's got some help there from Reve. Reve shoots it off the shoulder of DeSalvo, who was going the wrong way at the time, so it was very close to a goal. And puck's going back to the to the Thunder end with 7 seconds remaining until we've got a short North Stars power play.
Yeah, Reve just skating past the fans at the end of the rink here and giving them a gee whiz. I wish I'd got that.
Yeah, don't we all?
Yeah. It was a good play, and the way he dragged it across, so De Silva was caught going the wrong way on the shot, but just he's a big goalie, and he just got that shoulder on it.
Yeah, just needed a couple inches to the left, and he would have had it. But it doesn't matter if you don't score.
Mm-hmm.
Nearly scores don't matter for anything. Zane Jones now, working out of the corner, but he's got too many white jerseys to handle. No, he's doing all right there. Bit of help there from Banga, and to the blue line. Reve will keep it in, skates on it, deals again. He's using those forward skills and gets another shot away, but it doesn't get through to DeSalvo. Acharik is a very deft stick handler, and that's off his skate and out of the zone, so we've got a foot race on. And with a burst of speed, Malloy goes back and gets it. He had to a foot race there going with Simon Kudla. Banga hit hard, kind of awkwardly, and he comes down okay though. Thunder waiting for some support. There was a nice move in front, Dave Kudla, but he can't get the pass away. Acharik now in the corner. Go to Reve. Newcastle doing a partial change. It's off the boards into the speed zone. And Brent Bro, he's got speed. His pass does not connect. But the Thunder are setting up. Newcastle kind of going side to side here, following the puck. Attempt to meet up with Grimazon at the back door. Trying the short side, the back door, and it's a save by Davis. 2:52 left in the second period. It's a 2-1 lead still for the North Stars.
And the North Stars will be saying thank you. I mean, the face-off is in their end, but they really needed that face-off. The Thunder was starting to pressure, they're really, really pushing back to try and get a goal before this period ends. So they just needed this face-off to reset, which is what they've done. Now, we just need Lawson to win this, which he's done.
Hazelhurst has the puck. He'll take it up the left wing with the help of Richard Chesarik, and now under the stick of Sam Lawson. Can't get past the man at the blue line, so the Thunder coming back into the Newcastle zone. Nice pass by Grimazon. And now Sam Lawson has it for Newcastle after a good hit by Matt Lindsay. He loses the puck. Ben Bro's dangerous. Watch out. He takes a shot, and it's just wide. Puck now bouncing, and Lawson's been out there for a while, but he's going to take a pass on the inside. Quick shot, and DeSalvo had it covered, moving laterally from right across the net to cut that one off with 2:17 left in the second.
That personified this game so well. Opportunity down here, opportunity down the other end. It's just backwards and forwards, and that was played so well, that 2-on-1. And DeSalvo came across perfectly to be able to take the shot, so there was never going to be a goal scored from that. So a really great play from both teams.
Yeah, that replay shows how nicely he moved there to cut that off, that shot. So he took the shooter and took it well. To the blue line, Reve fakes and will instead pass. Newcastle have it down low. Malloy checked up against the boards, but Banga gets it, and they fire towards the net. It's in close and tries to get up and over Desmond Waring, but it's stopped by DeSalvo, I believe.
Again, how dangerous does this line look tonight? Manwaring with Naden and Watini. They've created great opportunity, whereas maybe in the past we've sort of been a little bit more hesitant to put them on the ice, but not at all tonight. I mean, they are challenging. They are making the Perth Thunder think every single time they touch the puck.
Well, the couple of teams that have these hot third lines, usually their teams are at the top, and there's probably not a coincidence very much. To have a third line nice shot with a backhand there, but doesn't get all the way through. Another quick shot, and a stopper play. I think it was Matt Watini there, wasn't it, with the shot?
Rivet was the one who had a shot, and it was straight into
backhand there.
Just straight into the Salvo's glove. So we get another face-off, but now we get an opportunity to change lines. Certainly that third line has done everything that's been asked of it again tonight. It's got another face-off in this zone. Now it's going to be up to Jones to win this. And he does.
He does. Gets it to the blue line, but it's out of into the neutral zone, so Newcastle doubling back. Paddy Ward will get a pass off to his D partner, Nick Rivet, who gets to the blue line and will dump it in the far corner, and onto it is Richie Tasarik. He has the puck again. Paddy Ward at the top. He gets past one. Got lots of traffic in front, but to the blue line. And a chance for Thunder as an error, but picked up by Paddy Ward. Thunder close to getting a penalty there too, I think. Just errors compounding there. Into the zone with some speed come the Thunder, but too much speed. He's offside. Tomek Sack. So we've got 1:21 left in the second. The 2-1 lead for the North Stars.
How fast is Tommy Sack? Holy
he's got a burst of speed.
Yeah. And I mean, I thought his guys were going to get onside easily, but just way too fast. But again, Rivet, I just wish he'd taken that shot back then rather than trying to pass the puck off. I'm sure he would have liked to too. I mean, good things happen from shooting.
Sound like Jeff now. We should team into
Well, that's because he's right.
That's right, of course he's right. So Benga has to shake off Oslansky, and the pass goes back to Oslansky. Thunder have some numbers coming into the zone. Quick shot by Bro, but turned aside by the paddle of Davis, and Newcastle will break it out.
There we go again.
Now it's Hacharik. Takes a shot, and it's wide and into the corner. Hacharik gets his own shot back. He's got some help down low by Benga. Malloy loose in front. Hacharik, though. Too many white sticks covered him, but I think he might have drawn a penalty, is he?
No.
There's something going on, or is Peter DeSalvo a bit...
I think there's just a lot of complaints about where the puck ended up, where it was going. Certainly, there's questions now being asked of the referee as to why he was happy with what happened out in the ice, and obviously he was, otherwise he'd have his arm up in the air.
That's right. So, yeah, we're at the far end from that, so we can't see all the detail, and...
But with 44 seconds to go, we need Jones to win this and get another really great shot away on net. He won the last one, but he couldn't keep the puck in the zone, unfortunately.
Well, he's talking to his line mates, so he's telling them what he's planning. And he's not won it anyway. So Thunder get it, and they're going to go the far side. Into the zone they come. Quick shot by Kiros. Bumped after by Lindsay. And Hazelhurst comes out of the corner with it. Long pass off the skate of Lawson. And can't control it, so Thunder chip it into the neutral zone for Tasarik now. Into the Thunder zone. But he's
unlucky.
Yeah, he couldn't get through two players there. Thunder now with numbers coming back. Some nice skills there by Jonathan Bremner. Tall guy, great stick. Smart player. 4
seconds.
And that should see out the period. So at the end of two fantastic periods here in Newcastle, Steve, we've got the Newcastle Northstars with a 2-1 lead over the Thunder. They scored the only 2 goals for that period.
Yeah, and what a great period. What another great period. I mean, I think it's a true reflection of where the game is sitting at the moment in regards to the North Stars being slightly in front. Certainly the penalties are kind of like sort of slowing the play down a little bit, but when the game is 5-on-5, what a game. What a great game. And obviously the coaching staff, everyone wants the game to be 5-on-5 because that gives an opportunity to see who is really the better team. And I'm hoping that the North Stars can keep their guys on the ice so that we can continue to keep this pressure on like we have been doing. I must say, Peter, it's really obvious a lot of defensive work has been done by the North Stars because the players are coming back hard, they're getting around the net, they're taking away that zone, the slot, the house, whatever you want to call it, around the net. It's all been taken away because of what they've been doing and practicing. And it makes a difference. Certainly having Revé back there has helped, there's no doubt about that. But I mean, the whole team, everyone that's on the ice is working hard towards that. So that's a great result.
Entertaining game. Two high-quality teams, two technical teams, fast teams.
Absolutely.
We've seen how great the Perth Thunder forwards are this year, especially their import players. Been dynamic.
Yes.
So dangerous. So we saw a couple of chances there for Graham Mazon and for Ben Bro. These are two guys who have continued to perform, and Len Noslowski also in defence, and of course they have the guy called Peter DeSalvo.
Yes, at the back, sort of helping everything.
So we'll wrap that up for up here in the booth for the second period. So the North Stars leading 2-1. Stick with us because we've got Sammy Banga. He's got his first goal in the AHL just in that period, and he's with Lucy right now.
Hi, Lucy Bourne here from the Newcastle Northstars, and here is Sammy Banga, our newest import. First goal in the AIHL. How you feeling?
Not bad. I didn't really know what to expect, and I've only been on the ice a couple times in the last few months, so the first couple shifts I just wanted to keep it simple, and on that power play Joe made a beautiful pass to me and I just put it in the open net, so it's been good so far. Hopefully we can have a good third period.
You're all looking great out there. You're making really good opportunities for your rest of your team. How's the vibe on the bench? What's it like?
It's positive on the bench, you know. I think me coming in, it brings a little bit of new energy and new flow. I mean, the boys are having fun, and we know we have a big period coming up against a really good team, and last time we played them, they handed us pretty good here, so we want to look for a little bit of revenge here.
Thanks for your time, Sammy. We're looking forward to seeing you lace some body and score some goals in the third.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Appreciate it.
Hi, welcome everyone back to Hunter Skating Stadium for this AHL game. We've got the Newcastle Northstars ahead 2-1, ahead of the Perth Thunder, that is.
Yeah, and again, special teams makes the difference. North Star's goal was scored on a power play, a magnificent play where it started by Bert Malloy from the point, fed it down to Joe Hacharik, who then fed it across to Sam Banga, and bang, open net, thank you very much, 2-1. So special teams do play an important part of any game, but gee, Peter, 5-on-5, that's really what I'd like to see.
Yeah, we would like to see more of that. Just a bit of an update from other games. So the Ice Dogs at the end of the second period had another goal to get ahead 4-3. So they're playing the Melbourne Ice. Really important game for the Melbourne Ice tonight because they're really desperate now for wins. They've had a long streak. And to keep their hopes alive, they needed to win tonight. So we'll see how they go in the third period. Plenty of time left in that game. And the other score I saw was that the Bears were ahead 3-2 of the Adelaide Adrenaline in Adelaide. So another exciting game. That could go either way. But once again, you've got the Adelaide Adrenaline trying to keep themselves alive, trying to prove something, such a young team.
Well, I don't mind saying, Peter, that I do have a small soft spot for the Bears. I mean, played for them for 4 years back in the day, and it's good to see them doing well. Now, not at the North Stars' expense, because the North Stars are still the number one, right? But the Bears are playing well this year.
Yeah.
They're doing very, very well indeed. So the North Stars really want to try and get all 3 points out of this, and then whatever happens in Adelaide happens. But, I mean, North Stars have to focus on getting 6 points out of this weekend.
Well, a lot of us thought that the loss of players they had in Paddy Ward, Richard Tesarik, Cam Todd, some really good players.
Oh, class.
And good, huge amount of depth that they would suffer, but they've gone really well. Some of the other younger players have stepped up for them, filled that gap, and they're having a great season. So we've got the play of the game happening right now. So looks like the winner is Zane Jones, 26. So he's going to have a big $50 check with his face on it. Have you seen these big checks?
Mate, this is the biggest $50 check I've ever seen in my life. That's fantastic. You can't miss that. I'm sure the teller at the bank won't miss it either.
Yeah, he might give that to his grandma. She can try and cash it in. So we're going back to the ice right now, and we'll see what happens here in this third period between these two great teams. 20 minutes for this third period, of course. 2-1 the lead for the home team, and we're underway. Newcastle win that face-off, and back it goes to Paddy Ward in 74. And that's off a skate, and icing called. Must have been off a Newcastle skate.
Yeah, it's always difficult when you just start a period to actually get a pass to stick, tape to tape. But Ward and the North Stars have been trying to stretch through the neutral zone really all game long, and that was just another part of that play just then. Just didn't quite work.
Another face-off, this one to the right of Davis. And Newcastle have possession in their own end. That pass is cut off. Chance for the Thunder. Ramazan blocked there by Reve, and that hurt. I think it got him right in the guts where there's no padding. Quick shot on net by Lawson, and a stop by DeSalvo, and Reve's gone to the bench, and that's going to smart for a while.
Yeah, and that's a good play actually by Lawson to get the face-off down in this zone so the North Stars can reset, losing Reve as quickly as that. And if the Thunder wanted to put their game on and get down the other end quickly, it would have caused a lot of damage. So good face-off.
Hope he's okay. We'll find out if he comes out for his next shift. So Hacharik takes that face-off. He's out there with Malloy and Banga. Punter in the corner, we'll scoop it out. It's off a stick, but picked up by Zlansky, and it's going to be the Thunder taking it into the North Star zone. Bro will slap at the puck, and it's stopped by Davis with the pads, and he'll gather his own rebound with 19-18 left in the game.
That was a great hockey play, because that's really what you want to try and do, is shoot it across the goalie so he kicks it out with his pad and gets it out into the middle so you can go in hard for the rebound and get a scoring opportunity. But Davis, soft pad, absorbed that, covered up. Very good goaltending.
Good from both sides. That's what we've seen here in this game. Very high quality game. And we've heard that from both benches as well. Sheard gets the pass along the boards, and Newcastle will now take it to the other wing into the zone. Dave Ferrari fires on net. Loose. Backhand attempt. Saved by DeSalvo. Banger there with a backhand.
Banger wanted that badly.
Sheard can't knock it down, and it's fired back in, but Newcastle will get back on side. Malloy forward checking. He's going to need to go back because Sack has the puck. Nice bank shot there by Kiros, Jordan Kiros. And Newcastle need to go back and collect. They're under some pressure here as the Thunder getting set up in Newcastle's end. But the puck is now in Newcastle's possession. They get it into neutral ice. A couple of players dropping as they battle for the puck. And bump there a bit was Naden, and he'll get back up. Martini waiting at the blue line. He was waiting for his team members to get onside. He couldn't cross. He's still got a glove on the ice from...
Oh, nice play with Tini.
One of the Perth Thunder players, I think. Into the zone comes Naden. Looks across. Can't connect on that pass. Lyndon Lodge cuts off his pass. Andrew Cox goes up the boards. Chips it, but can't get it past Rob Hazelhurst. He'll fire it into the far corner. Dave Kudler with the puck. Nice pass onto the stick of Webster to Lodge. Shot on net, and a save by Davis. That third line for Perth also having a good time of it right now. Quick shot on net and a save by Davis. It's a lumberjack convention there in front of the net, but it's cleared out and carried up ice by Hazelhurst. Happy to take it into the boards. Ben Waring's there to help out.
Both Woodman and Hazelhurst both lost their stick. They're both trying to pick it up and they couldn't.
Bit of an uneven match there. Jamie Woodman's about 2 with Hazelhurst. In mass anyway. Thunder scan on the puck. Up ice goes McMahon. He's got Gremazon helping him out, but puck stolen by Richie Tassark.
This is what I'm talking about, Pete. I mean, the North Stars are back, and that was a forward going right down deep in the corner to break it up. Great defensive play by the North Stars tonight.
A lot of commitment tonight. Jones takes a hard hit.
Simon
Kudler. And a couple of stick swaps. And they're being watched by Darren Hardy-Hawkins, so neither of them pursues that any further, but that'll probably those numbers will be written down. It was easy, 26 and 26.
I don't think Jones expects to be at the end of many hits, and that was a big one from Simon Kudler.
He usually likes to give them out. Kudler goes behind the Newcastle net, goes to get in front for his landscape, but Newcastle have the puck, and we've got it's continued deep down. I think there's Jones getting 2 minutes here for a hit. Yeah, charging call. And that was what started down this end, Steve.
Oh, yes. Zane Jones certainly was looking for Simon Kudler all over the ice then, and it was going to happen. There was no doubt about that.
2 minutes of opportunity here for the Thunder coming up. 16-16 left in the game. North Stars ahead 2-1, so this was an opportunity to equalise for them.
Yeah, again, the question just being asked of our referee tonight as to the call. It was pretty obvious it was going to happen, and as you called, Peter, the referee was just watching the play from this zone all the way down to the North Stars zone.
He was expecting it to happen, and he was correct. Oslansky with the puck. Thunder setting up their power play. Brow at the top. He has it through the screen, shoots and scores! Off a stick and gets past Davis. He had the pad down, but the screen does the job there, and Thunder get one back, so it's 2-2 with 16:07 left in the game.
Good shot. I think we'll find it. Dane Davis may have had a touch of that with his glove, but just the screen, there was too much traffic in front of him, and it was a good shot. It was a really good shot.
One of the Thunder attackers got a stick on it as it came through, so the man just there on the screen. That was what I thought I saw.
It was a bit hard to tell from that shot.
Can't really tell from that shot,
but that makes it 2-2, and again, special teams have come into play. So second goal for both teams now scored on the power play.
Yeah, so 2 special teams goals for the Thunder and one of those for the North Stars. Quick shot on net by the Thunder, and it's turned aside, loose in front, but picked up by the North Stars.
Here's a banger.
Banger into the Thunder zone, but he's lost the puck, and Andrew Cox brings it forward. Once again, Newcastle with possession. This time it's Malloy who's lost the puck, and Jordy Kiros will try to hit his player, but instead it goes Harcharik, and now into the North Stars corner for Hazelhurst.
Great support there by Harcharik.
Off the boards it goes. Pass onto the stick there, and in comes Malloy.
That'll be a penalty, yes.
And he is pulled down, and he does draw a penalty. So Pundler will be going to the box for 2. Hacharik goes down. Does still get a bit of a shot away, but another opportunity for the North Stars to get back ahead after giving up that last one.
Yeah, Alistair Pundler, he sort of feels he was a little bit hard done by there on that, but it was pretty obvious. I mean, we called it almost immediately, and we're not referees, Peter. We're just very, very interested in the game. So
I don't have my specs on. That really helped with that distance. Reve.
Nice.
Malloy tries the bank shot, the deflection shot. Pardon me, it's Jones. Spins and fires, and that's gone off Woodman's stick. It's still loose in the Thunder end, but Newcastle can't. Oh, they do keep it in. Just. Malloy working a bit of defence for a change. His normal job. Jones loses the puck to Oslansky, and we've got Benga down there helping out as well. So 2-on-1. Surely you're going to win it off him. No, Oslansky is doing a hell of a job. He's shaking off 2 players and still skates out with it. Up ice he goes. He fakes. He goes wide, and he's had the puck stick checked away. Inside pass to Oslansky from Bremner.
Someone better tell the Thunder they're on the penalty kill.
Yeah, it looks like a power play at the moment. Bremner's on to the puck. And Newcastle finally get possession, even though they have the numbers. There's 1:05 left in this power play for them. Into the zone they come. Here comes Reve. He's got the moves. Inside pass. It looked pretty good for 27 from Van Waring, but he had his head up too high. Maybe his stick wasn't flat on the ice. It just went off the heel. And it wasn't enough time for Hacharik to get a good shot away from the scraps. Van Waring has the puck now. Bouncing around, Hacharik. So Reve's back on, he's fine after blocking that shot earlier. Now he has a puck. Hands it off. Lindsay. Far towards net. Laden there in front with a screen, but Greenwood's on next. Takes out the man and he's drawn a penalty. So Hacharik
interference is going to be the call, but certainly the Thunder bench will be arguing that play.
Oslansky's not happy with it. Be careful. He may get another one here. So Grimazon is taken down Hacharik at the blue line. It did win him the puck, but it's drawn a penalty instead.
Yeah, obviously our referee tonight, Darren Hawkins, decided that he made no attempt to go for the puck whatsoever and took Hacharik out of the play, so he felt he had no option other than to call an interference on that. But certainly the Thunder bench is fired up now, so... And they're under pressure. They've got to kill this.
5-on-3 for 21 seconds here for the North Stars. They've won the face off the Thunder, but Newcastle has stolen it back. So Semi Benga gets it back to the point. Walking the blue line right now is Bert Malloy playing defence again. Hacharik gets it to Malloy. He pans it off, shoots, and a save on Reve by DeSalvo.
And that was David Kudler, the brother of Simon Kudler, giving Zane Jones a bit of a tap on the gloves there and say, "Leave my brother alone, son."
8 seconds of 5-on-3 remaining, so not a lot left. Then they'll have a typical 5-on-4 should they not score.
This is a big face-off, this.
Sure is. Won by Newcastle. We've got a few seconds to work here. Reve to Benga. Reve. Malloy shoots. Saved by DeSalvo. And the clock ticks down.
We're 5-on-4.
5-on-4 now. Benga. Jones in front. He's got the screen. Benga below the red line. Deflection attempt by both Jones and Benga. Hacharik to Benga. Loose in front. Backhand attempt. Tries to stuff Jones. It's kept out by the Thunder D. They've got a good job in there.
Boy, that's desperation.
David Kudler hangs out the stick for a little bit. See what he can catch. It was like a fishing line. Jones scores!
Oh, thank you very much.
Oh, expecting him to pass, and instead he picked the top corner and he sends that to Dave Kudler.
What a goal. What a great goal. Straight over the shoulder on DeSalvo. I mean, DeSalvo was down because he had to fight with a puck that was down at his feet. So he was down a little bit too low, then had to try and get up and grab that. But Zane Jones was too good with the shot.
Jones had a message for the Thunder bench as he went past too, so he's fired up.
Oh, yeah.
He's got the whole family here now. So his grandma's here from Canada, but he's all of his Sydney family from his dad's side. His dad's from New South Wales. They're all in here in attendance tonight, and look at that goal, top corner.
Just beautiful.
Roofed it. 3-2 the lead now for the North Stars. Thunder under pressure. We've still got 12:40 left to go, and I think there'll be some more goals yet. Ben Bro, 36 for the Thunder, had a few great years for this team. Really good player.
Whoa.
And backhanded out by the North Stars defence. Maison takes a shot, but it's a for stick, and Hazelhurst will pick it up in the corner. He'll bank it off the boards. Lawson. And into the zone comes Richie Tasarik, and that's a knuckle puck and picked off by Aslansky, who'll just tap it down ice for Graham Maison. Quick shot on net, and it's sent aside by Paddy Ward. Picked up the scraps here. Thunder score!
Wow. And he's not happy at all. What a great goal for the Perth Thunder. Just again the pressure, and the rebound came off Dane Davis. He couldn't quite handle it, and the good little backhand.
Who's been a great finisher for them, and they...
I mean, Aslansky, has he gone off the ice this period? I mean, he has been in everything. He has been in everything.
Yeah. He's doing some minutes. It doesn't slow him down. Oh, he's going off now.
I don't think it's going to be for long though, Peter. Get the stopwatch on. It might be 30 seconds maybe.
Back underway. Thunder have the puck. Andrew Cox into the Newcastle zone. He's bumped off the puck and hard. That was a good check. 44 is Reve.
And Reve went face first.
Truck.
He went face first into the boards too.
They both went down hard, but gets the check did his job. And another hip check. This one... That was Matt Martini, I think. It's hard to make out the number from here. Reve pushes his man into the boards. Battle continues down low. Newcastle retrieve the puck. Trying to get out of the zone, they do. Into neutral ice. Pat Naden into the Thunder zone.
Nice delay.
Stops up to get past one, but loses it instead. And neutral ice now. Battle continues. Dave Kudler spins about. And they get it out of the zone to the Thunder. And past the benches. Close to being too many men, do you think, Steve?
It was a good thing that the North Star player jumped over that and didn't try and make any chance to play at it at all. And this will be another big face-off. We called it a few times, Pete, but I mean, this is going to be huge. With 10:56 to go, it's 3-all. The Thunder get the chance to put their number one line on it in the ice. We really need to win this. Sam Lawson.
Newcastle have it now. They didn't quite win it off the face-off, but they have it now. And in comes Rob Hazelhurst with plenty of speed into the zone. Takes a shot, does Moy. And that's a save by DeSalvo. Gremozon has the puck. Up the right wing he goes. Drops it back. Save by Davis. Good shot on net, and that's off a player in wide.
Calling offside, that's right. So
yeah, so they've been called out of the zone. So now they're onside. Stretch pass, gets to Banger, and into the zone comes Malloy. Gets it across Archowick. Tries a short side. DeSalvo hasn't covered, as does Bro. Back checking hard. Loose puck picked up by Semi Bangor. He's got to get around the forecheck of the Thunder. Here comes Newcastle. Backhand. Sawson shoots and a save by DeSalvo.
There's a great 2-on-1 opportunity there, and Lawson just so unlucky. Put it on his backhand, which DeSalvo probably wasn't expecting, but just couldn't get it up over his pads.
Lansky's waiting for help, but he's mostly seeing blue jerseys. Now they've got it away up the left wing into the zone. There's Bremner. My friend is McMahon. Hayden Sheard down low, trying to steal the puck away, but the Thunder still have it. 9:37 left in the period, 3-all. Stick tap by Dave Kudler at the top. And that puck has gone out to the far corner, once again in the Thunder's possession.
Yeah, Kieran Webster was right in front of the net by himself there. Very lucky we didn't get away with that one.
And a stop by Davis with 9:20 left in the game, 3-all.
Yeah, good face-off to get for the North Stars as well, too, so they can reset. Again, they've been spending a lot of time in their zone on that shift, and that makes you tired when you've got to do so much defensive work. So now a chance to reset. Again, putting out our third line tonight, which has been doing such a wonderful job putting pressure on the Thunder. So they deserve this opportunity to take this defensive face-off. So it'll be interesting to see if Matt Watini can pull some magic here.
Face-off and Newcastle do have it. They'll take it up the left wing, cross-ice pass, and it's off the stick and Naden into the zone. And it's offside due to Jamie Woodman getting his body in the way.
Yeah, desperation on both teams then. Yeah, with 9 minutes to go, why wouldn't there be desperation on both teams? I don't think either team wants this to go into a shootout. I mean, everyone is looking for maximum points, 3 points from this. And certainly I know the North Stars are. They want to get that gap between them and the Bears for that 4th and 5th position.
9:08 left in the game. Face-off to the left of Davis, won by Newcastle. They've been much better on the face-off since the first period, and definitely since the last couple of weeks. Quick shot on net by the Thunder, and that's kept out, and it's mothered by Davis with exactly 9 minutes to go.
Yeah, Geordie Kyrus looks to the sky and go, how did that not go in? But again, Davis was just too big and took away that backhand shot that Kuros had. Davis has played well. He's had a good game.
He usually does. He always does.
Funny that. Yeah, he usually does. You're right.
Yes, there's the other fella, Peter DeSalvo. Two very reliable goalies.
Good face-off win.
Around the boards it goes. Woodman and Malloy battle for it. Hazelhurst will chip it out, but it's Thunder stick breaks it up.
Nice pass.
Another attempt here from Lloyd to get it in deep. He's got string towards the net. Hachari, and he tries that tap in from right on the line, but can't connect. Banger's not at full speed yet. He's moving a little, not so much gingerly. He just doesn't have the pace after a couple of months not being on the ice. But give it another week or so, I think he'll be flying. It's a bit hard when you're normally asleep at this time of day. It's what, 4 o'clock normally for him, 4 o'clock in the morning. Play stalls mid-ice, and into the zone comes Hazelhurst.
So here we go. Oh, unlucky
Fans on that,
Lawson.
Yeah, he had a good look at it and had his head up too high and lost the handle. Bro. Quick shot towards net and a stop by Davis with 7:55 left in the game, 3-all.
Again, another great shift by both teams. End-to-end hockey, great opportunities both ends, goaltending too good, and this is a great chance for us to catch our breath. So it's just incredibly how fast the pace of this game is tonight.
Look underway, and the North Stars have it in their own end. Stolen by the Thunder, so they're always trying to get a guy up between the circles. And now,
I think that's Paddy Ward's 4th shot block tonight. He's done a fantastic job.
And yeah, it was Pio Gremazon was the one between those circles, but thanks to the North Stars defence, it didn't make it through to him. Puck bounces down to the North Stars end, and that's going to be icing. So back they'll go to the Thunder's end with 7:27 remaining in the game.
Yeah, Oslansky obviously played that as a play that the Thunder have. Unfortunately, Kieran Webster, for the Thunder, Kieran Webster wasn't ready for it and didn't get his wheels going because Kieran is very, very fast. But again, more pressure from the North Stars.
I don't know how long Lennon Oslansky was off the ice, but he's out there for more shifts. And another icing.
Almost trying to be an identical player. That time they put a little bit more.
You wonder if it's a set player they're trying to set up.
I think it absolutely is. There's no doubt about that. Just the difference was that the first one was a big flick down the ice, and that one was just a bullet down the ice.
So they've got Ben Bro and Gremazon, and the two guys they're trying to spring. They're both quick, especially. I think it's Ben Bro they're trying to set up on that wing with a stretch. So Webster's waved out.
That's not what the Thunder wanted. Webster's done a great job on these face-offs tonight.
Yeah, so Gremazon has to take the pace off and Newcastle win it. So they're in the Thunder zone. Revay with a shot and has bounced off Pundler, and he'll take the puck out. He's watched by Ward, and he's hit by Hacharik as he goes across the blue line. Davis is out of his net and plays it around the boards. Thunder unable to progress it to the blue line, and Newcastle will take it out of their zone. With some speed now into the Thunder zone. Hacharik with a quick shot into Salvo with a save.
Again, Banger has that ability to really make things happen quickly, and to make that play up the middle then was terrific. This line's played well. Malloy, Banger, and Hacharik. They're all skilled players. But you've got to remember, Malloy's been playing defence this year, so this is his first game as playing as a forward.
Well, it's their first game as a line too.
Yeah.
They only just met him 2 days ago. Hacharek's done pretty well in the face-off, and eventually the one about Kyrgios now has the puck for the Thunder, and into the North Star zone he goes. Takes a wide shot, and it's gloved down and smothered by Davis. It's 6:47 left in the game. It's 3-3 still.
It'd be interesting to see how these players will handle this last 6 minutes. There are a lot of guys with their hands on their knees. This has been a very, very fast game. So it's the team that's going to be the fittest is going to come out of this best.
Who do you think looks the most tired?
Geez, I don't know, Pete. They both look tired.
They're both playing about the same depth and bench. Maybe a couple more players for Thunder, but they haven't been using all the players.
Well, obviously, it's always better to play in your own barn, and that's where the North Stars are.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys I've not seen on the ice for the Thunder, like Josh Healy and Jacob Ruck. A couple of young guys.
Jacob actually didn't come.
Okay, well, that's why he's not on the ice. Pat Naden gets some treatment from Tomek Sack down low. Jordan Kyrgios can't cut that off, and it's into the Thunder bench for a stop of play. 6:08 left in the game.
Again, who's putting all the pressure on the Thunder? It's this line here with Manwaring, Naden, and Watini. They've done their job. They've got the face-off down here in the Thunder's end, so it gives us the North Stars the opportunity to throw that line of Tasarik, Jones, and also Hacharik on there as well too.
Well, Thunder changed, so the North Stars changed. Matching lines there. Ben Bro is a man who's hanging out wide there, trying to get sprung and up that wing. Maison is into the North Star zone, and the Newcastle Sticks have broken up the play. In neutralised now for the Thunder. Oslansky gets a nice pass away, and into the zone it goes off Simon Kudla. Stick on the ice retrieved. That was the Newcastle stick.
Yeah,
but, Dave Kudla now working with his D partner in Oslansky. Pass cut off. Newcastle will take it into the Thunder zone. Paddy Ward will drop it off and head back to his blue line. Sam Lawson can't break that up, but the pass from the Thunder is errant and goes down for Reve to pick up next to Davis. 5:20 left in the game. 3-3 still. Long pass, that's off a skate, and it was across the red line, so there'll be no icing. Salvo out of his net. Let the Thunder have the puck, and David Kudla will scat it out. Oh, there's a traffic jam there. He's gone down hard, but
big collision.
It was just a traffic jam with three players all trying to fit the same space into the zone. Bit of a deke from Malloy and a shot. And McMahon takes a big hit from Malloy. He doesn't mind giving him. Hacharik loses that battle eventually to Tomek Sack. Came in to assist. And Simi Banger can't keep up with Sack as he scoots into the zone, but we've got a player offside and a stopper play with 4:36 left in the game. 3-3, Steve.
And Dave Ferrari would be saying thank you for that, because he lost his stick down this end and had to race all the way back to try and cover his defensive position, but the pace of the game was just a little bit quick then. But it doesn't matter. Offside's fine. North Stars can handle that. Gives us a chance to change lines up again.
Face off. Neutral ice. And chipped it by Oslansky.
Oh, clever play there by Reve.
Newcastle with the puck right now. That pass is cut off by Bro. He looks for help, but instead the puck's been stolen by the North Stars defence. Still getting away. A shot there is, I think it was Oslansky. And no, he's doing this end. Must have been Simon Kudla.
Oh, unlucky there. Jones did such a great job to kill the icing then, but just couldn't have another blue shirt come and help him.
He's going off after that sprint. Newcastle breaking out of their own end. So we've got 3:50 still remaining. Hopefully not a shootout, but Sam Lawson slips as he fires that puck down ice.
There's been a lot of guys have lost their edge tonight.
Sure
it's
has.
Very noticeable.
Bremnat loses the puck to Hazelhurst, but only for a moment as Oslansky's there to pick it up. It's loose, and Hazelhurst will chip it forward, and we've got a foot race on. Hazelhurst is pretty quick, but he's got a couple of players to get through. Scored their first one, drives the net, backhand, And a stop by the Salvo. Kiros will bank it off the glass and out of the zone.
And again, back to Thunder go.
Gray Mason takes a shot and a save by Davis. He smothers that puck with 3:11 left in the game.
How good is Rob Hazelhurst? The speed that he showed. He's a defenseman. The speed he showed to get up there and take that play. The puck protection that he gave to go around the defenseman. The backhand shot that he got away, and DeSalvo went, thank you, I stopped that. Wow. And then the play down the other end, just instantly. It really is exciting.
He's just willing to drive the net. He doesn't care. He just loves it.
Well, his foot speed is phenomenal. It just really is phenomenal. I think the North Stars here, well, certainly a timeout has been called.
So what do you do when the timeout's called? What are you gonna say from the bench, Steve?
Well, I guess it depends on where you're sitting and what you want out of this game. I mean, the Thunder might be quite happy to go to a shootout and grab a point or two, depending on how the shootout goes. So they'd be really talking about consolidation, make sure we don't make any mistakes, make sure we keep looking for each other, keep working hard like we have been, blah, blah, blah. With the North Stars, they really want to win. So they've really got to try and find some way of cracking through this Thunder defense and also this Thunder goaltender, DeSalvo. They would much prefer to have the 3 points rather than going to a shootout scenario.
One or two.
So it wouldn't surprise me if they stretch a little bit on this. I mean, they haven't really been part of their game, so I'm not sure if they will actually do it, but it wouldn't surprise me if they did it. Other than that, they've just got to be compact and keep the puck together. Keep possession. You score when you have possession.
Back underway, Newcastle have the puck. Off the face-off, getting it out of the zone, now they do. Semi Banga will carry it into the Thunder zone. He's got some help coming, streaking towards the net as Malloy. And Archari down low with him, but he's lost the puck to Oslansky, who seems to be on the ice all the time. He's always got the puck.
Class pass there to Brolt as well, too.
Yeah, Bro up ice. Takes it wide, hands it off to Bremner. Shot on net and a save by Davis. The rebound is loose, but chipped in the corner by Reve, who races the puck. He'll get to it first and carry it out of the zone. He's got Dave Kugler to get past, and Oslansky. Shot on net and a great save with the pads there by DeSalvo. We're going to stop a play.
And we've got a penalty coming up against the Thunder. It's going to be a hooking call. And with 2 minutes 30 seconds to go, it is not what they wanted.
I'm not sure who's going, but I'm seeing a hook call.
Yeah, I think we're going to pull him off the bench. I'm not sure what the delay from the Thunder bench is. I mean, he's called the number, so...
Has he already gone off for a coffee or something?
This is...
Is this delaying tactic?
Well, it certainly would be part of that. It looks like Bro is the one who's taking the call. But certainly, yes, this will give the Thunder an opportunity just to reset and get themselves ready. Oslansky will love it because I think he's played almost the whole game. DeSalvo gets an opportunity to grab a bit more water for his water bottle.
It's like a few timeouts here join together.
Absolutely. But as I said, this is going to benefit the Thunder, not the North Stars per se. Because the Thunder are under immense pressure now.
So 2:30 left on the clock, and there's a 2-minute power play ahead. So if there's no scoring done, and Woodman could have got another one there. It was kind of Bango falling over his stick there. Thunder scoop it out of the zone. It dribbles down a real knuckle puck to Davis. He'll keep it out with the paddle. Reve will pick it up. 2:17 now remaining in the game. And we've got a North Stars power play for another 1 minute 40. Into the zone goes Hacharik. He's got Malloy with him. And at the back door is Bango. Oslansky all the time.
Yep.
And yep, Newcastle been caught.
Yep.
Hacharik caught out.
Yep.
Digging for the puck in the skates of Oslansky. And instead he got a skate. So he'll sit 2 minutes and no complaints from him. That was pretty easy.
And if any...
No, he does have a complaint.
If any young players are watching tonight, that was a perfect example of what you do if you're a great player. Lansky just kept his feet moving, just kept going and going and going.
Kept himself between the puck and the player.
Absolutely, and I mean, really, Hacharik, he didn't want to trip him, he didn't mean to, but because Lansky has still got his feet moving, it was going to be very easy to get a tripping call, so a good play. Now 4-on-4, let's see how that suits.
Jones gets it out of the zone, and Newcastle bring it into the Thunder zone. Quick shot on net by Jones. And to me, it was Lawson. He's got the bread now, and there's a save by DeSalvo. Again, 1:49 left in this game. That's exactly the amount left on the penalty against Hacharik.
Well, if we get through this period, this minute 19 of 4-on-4, it's going to be really interesting to see how the North Stars play the 30 seconds of penalty kill.
Hazelhurst for the shot, DeSalvo with a save. At the other side for Dave Cooler to pick up. And Grimazon can't get that in front of the net. Reveille's got some pressure in the corner. Sweet pass to get off the boards there and into the zone. Comes Pat Naden looking inside. Quick shot on net, and with the stick, DeSalvo sends it into the boards behind him. Dave Cooler loses the puck. Pat Naden there to keep an eye on him. But Oslansky, the man who's never getting off the ice, carries it forward again. He must be fit. Quick shot on net. It's lost in the sea of legs in front, in the middle of the slot there. And Thunder have recovered it in neutral ice. We're down to 50 seconds in the game. It's still 3-all. 18 seconds now until the Thunder get a short power play for the end of this game. So North Stars really will want to get possession to be at the other end.
There's a feed.
Might have a chance now.
No, unlucky.
Naden will chip it into the zone it goes, and we have a short power play for the Thunder in these 9 seconds. Cox, quick shot on net, a save by Davis. Plenty of traffic in front of him.
Here we go.
Bit of a stretch here. In comes Jones. Going to make a power move.
He tried.
Oslansky had him covered well.
How good is Oslansky? Jeez.
He's got it all. He's got a very rounded game. Davis makes a stop, and we're down to 8 seconds. This is definitely going to shoot out, folks.
I think this is definitely going to shoot out, Peter.
And we'll watch as the clock ticks down, and it does. So I don't know if that means Hacharik. I think his penalty was part of a second already expired when it off. I'm not certain. I don't know if he's eligible to be in the shootout. We'll find out soon.
Yeah, it just depends, obviously, if there was a second to go in the penalty or not. Or whether it had expired. But it's funny how even really, really good, experienced players will still sometimes get mixed up. The Thunder there were calling for a icing call, so the face-off would go back into the North Star zone, but of course that was never going to happen. Being that the North Stars were actually killing a penalty at the time. But this is going to be tight, Peter. I mean, both goaltenders have had a fantastic game. To keep the score to 3-all has been a real credit to both of them. And both teams have really good goal scorers as well, too. So this could go either way.
The Bears are up 5-2 in Adelaide, last I've seen.
Well, the North Stars need 2 points. They need to win this. They really need to win this.
So DeSalvo and Davis will match up against each other for this shootout to decide who gets that final point. So they've already got one each. So the other games, we've got the Ice Dogs and the Ice.
So it looks like the Thunder are going first.
So the Bears are up 6-2 now. That's probably pretty safe for them.
I'd say that's safe. Just got to unmess.
Near the end of the game. So first shooter for the Thunder is Pierre-Olivier Grimazon. He'll skate onto the puck, and he's going to go in the forehand. He waits, shoots, tries top corner. You get it?
Yes, he did it. Yep.
What a shot.
Well, as I keep saying, mate, it's a shootout, shoot the puck, and he just did that really, really well.
I thought he'd gone too high, but he's hit that top corner.
No. Davis's glove just wasn't quick enough to be able to cover that hole. Joe Hacharik.
So Thunder up 1-0 so far in the shootout. They have the advantage.
Here we go.
Hacharik now moving to the forehand. In close. Saved by DeSalvo.
And how calm did DeSalvo look? He just shakes his head. Oh, yeah, that was one. Come on. Bring another two on.
Ice Dogs up 4-2. So Melbourne Ice must be pretty late in that game as well.
So Bro for the Thunder. Will he make it 2?
Bro moves in. He waits. Shoots.
Yeah.
Scores. Gets it through the pads. And that's... No, it's not the game yet because the North Stars have to score in both of their next shots.
Well, Reve is the man to send out, there's no doubt about that. I mean, he's got all the skills, good hands, good shot. Leading scorer on the North Stars. Let's see if he can put us in with a goal.
Reve. Looks like he's going to be on his back end when he comes in close. Now he waits, he shoots. There's saved by DeSalvo. Thunder get the extra point. So after a fantastic game here at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium, we have the Perth Thunder 4 after shootout and the Newcastle Northstars 3.
Wow, what a game, Peter. I mean, what a game. There was speed, there was skill, there was some big hits, there was some great goals, there was some real great skill shown all over the ice. That was a fantastic game. The North Stars will be thinking, though, geez, that's 3 in a row we've lost. And that's going to be tough for them to take. I mean, they've really got to beat the Ice tomorrow. That's what it boils down to. They've got to get 3 points out of that. Just getting these 1 point is just not good enough. And they know that. Yeah, they need to get the 3.
1 is better than none, of course. But the problem for them is that they had the lead. They were up 3-2. They gave up that goal late. It was unfortunate, really. It was a rebound. But, you've got to cover all those opportunities.
Yep. Well, greasy goals count as well too, eh? Go hard to the net, bang, 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 and anything can happen. And that's what they did. The Thunder didn't give up at any time. I mean, they really worked hard to win this game, and all credit to them. But now the North Stars really have to reset and say, okay, tomorrow's game, 3 points. Because, hey, the Bears got 3 points out of their game against Adelaide. So
assuming they did, it was pretty
well,
a big lead
6-2.
Yeah,
I think we can safely assume they got their points from that.
For the Ice, last I saw, they were down 4-2 to the Dogs. So it's pretty likely it's late in that game as well. It's pretty likely that the Dogs have won that one.
Yeah.
So that's 8 in a row for the Ice. It's unprecedented ever. But I still think they're a dangerous team.
Oh, absolutely.
I think they're down at the moment, but I've always thought that the Ice was still going to be a contender.
Absolutely.
They're going to come strong at some stage.
Yeah.
So hopefully for the North Stars,
hopefully it's not tomorrow. That's exactly right.
We'll find out quick enough.
Yeah, but again, Peter, great game.
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah, absolutely, end to end. So who are your best players for the Thunder tonight?
Oh, that was Lansky. I mean,
yeah.
I think, games go 50 minutes in the AIHL. I think he played 49 minutes and 30 seconds. So he just did a fantastic job for the Perth Thunder. He really did a great job. I mean, Banger had a great game for the North Stars, being he just walked in, got a goal and assist. I mean, he was dangerous when he was out on the ice.
I think he'll be a lot better once he gets his feet. He hasn't scattered for 2 months.
Absolutely. And then Bro, of course, for the Thunder, he played really, really well as well too, and he does every game that I've seen him play in. So he's just a class act. But if I can, just a collective pat on the back to the third line for the North Stars. I mean, Naden, Watini, and Mainwaring did a great job putting the Thunder under pressure. It didn't matter which line they were playing against. They went and really made them think, hey, they're on the ice. The forecheck was good, the speed was good, and the defensive game was good as well too. So a collective well done to them. They deserve it.
I like the defence from the Thunder tonight. Dave Kudler working with Ozlansky. Like I said, they did so many minutes back there.
Oh, yeah, they did. Yep. No, it was a great game, mate. It really was a great game.
All right. Well, I think we're going to have a couple of interviews coming up. We might have to check in on that. Well, what's ahead tomorrow? We've got the Ice. And then we've got another game next weekend. Was it the Bears?
I'm giving you a blank look, mate.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, I won't be here with you tomorrow night. I'll be coaching down in Sydney on Sunday night. And then, of course, the week after, my midget team is playing as a curtain raises the Ice Hockey Challenge down in Sydney.
Fantastic, yes.
So that'll be very exciting for the boys.
All right, well, we'll go back to the North Stars live show with Ellie and Gavin. They're going to take it from here. So thanks for us, Peter and Steve.
I'm Stephen Lindsay. Thank you. Goodbye.
Northstars Live. We've just wrapped up this game, Perth Thunder versus Newcastle Northstars. A bit of a better result than last game. It went to a shootout, and Perth Thunder did take the win 4-3. Gav, let's have a bit of a chat about that game. You're actually down in the penalty box tonight, manning a gate. Tell us what you saw from down there.
It was a very intense, fast game in the first few periods. Newcastle played a lot better than
it was a very different game.
I think Sam Banger brought a lot to that line. Him and Malloy played really well together. They were looking for each other every time they were on the ice. They had quite a few opportunities, and I thought that was a really good game. As Steve just said, I give credit to our third line. They brought a lot of intensity into that forecheck that they were doing, and which then gave the next lines a good roll on. Perth are a very quality side. They have got some very good imports and players out there. There was a lot of heated, a lot of calls, a lot of contention over the calls. Both ways. I know Newcastle, when they were in the box, weren't happy, and when Perth were in the box, they weren't happy as well. A couple of 5-on-3s, which was the first goal for Newcastle. Against Newcastle, sorry. Perth scored first.
Yes, first blood.
Sorry.
We evened it up.
It was a bit blurry. But, a couple of calls that made the game interesting, but very fast game. Newcastle's passes were a little bit off at a few stages there, but they seemed to clean that up. But,
very much so. So, it was a very tight game, 1-1. 2-1, then 2-2. We, in that third period there, we went, 3-2, and seconds later, it was a 3-3 again. Ended the game 3-3, and then just in the shootout, our shooters, Joe Hocharik, Nick Rubey, just couldn't get it in. But the three shooters were able to find it behind Dane.
It's such a shame to finish a great game like that in a shootout. Dane will be disappointed with that outcome, but he had a great game. It's so disappointing for a goalie then to go to a shootout and 2 goals against him. He'll be feeling disappointed, but it was a great fast quality game of hockey. I'm so glad Newcastle brought that to this game after the last game that we played.
Beautiful.
So
well, we're going to actually talk to Newcastle coach Ray Sheffield as well as Perth Thunder coach David Ruck. We're going to get a couple of players in too, but we'll swap it out and get one of these coaches on. But just to recap, the Newcastle Northstars have lost their game against Perth Thunder 4-3 in shootout today. It was a different game from our last encounter with Perth Thunder. It was a lot tighter, but ultimately it was Perth who took it and remained sort of ahead of us in the AIHL tally there. Hey Dave, how's it going?
Yeah, good.
Good. Another win for you guys.
Yeah, really got to be pleased with that one. Getting an overtime win on the road. We'll take that.
It was a bit of a different game this time. It was a lot tighter. Run us through from a Perth perspective, how the game went for you guys.
Well, look, we tried to play our game plan, keep the puck moving quick, keep our feet moving quick. Really, the game played out today the way we expected the last time we were here. Like I said, last time the breaks fell for us. This time I thought in the second period we were a little unlucky. But in saying that, the Northstars, Peter made some really big saves at some crucial times for us as well. So for the game to end up 3-3 probably deserved to be a 3-all game.
Yeah, absolutely. And so who were the couple of standout players for you tonight?
Well, I thought Tomek Sack actually had a really strong game for us on defense there. Played really good defensively. Was well aware of the North Stars sneaking in behind. We talk about it, we practice for it, and we still got caught a couple times. So I was glad to see that Sack dropped back for us a couple of times. And another player that has struggled a little bit the last couple games, but really stepped up and played a lot stronger game, had a lot more energy, was Kieran Webster for us. So that was great to see that.
And Landon Oslansky was a pretty big player out there for you guys tonight as well. He's had a lot of ice time.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm just getting used to relying on Oz, you know what I mean? It's just another regular night for him, and you do kind of forget sometimes the guys that really do, bring a lot to the team and a lot to the game every game in, game out, and like I say, you just get you do rely on them a bit, and just get used to those good games from them, game in, game out.
So let's have a bit of a chat about your season so far. You guys are, before we went into this game, and there are other games being played, you're sitting third, you're ahead of us, and you've got Canberra Brave at top and the Sydney Ice Dogs second. Run us through your season so far. You guys are having an absolute cracker.
Yeah, if you look at our win-loss record, we are okay. But we just can't seem to get any distance, Every weekend I look at the table and I'm like, okay, we were second and we dropped to third. And then, it's just that the season is so close this season. Everybody's beating everybody. So
it is the season for it, for sure.
Overall, you'd have to be pleased where we're at, but like I say, you're never comfortable, and just like I said, every time I look at the ladder, I think, man, we can't seem to get any distance on any of these teams.
I don't think you can get comfortable until you have the cup in your hand.
Well, that's true too. But the first, obviously, you have set goals, shorter term goals throughout the season, and one of them is just making sure that you get enough wins that you can lock yourself at a final spot.
Absolutely, and we did have Ray Sheffield around here somewhere. We're going to have a chat with him, but thank you so much for joining us once again, Dave, and best of luck for your game tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for that.
That's all right.
All right,
catch you later.
Yeah.
Chatting with Dave Ruck, Perth Thunder coach, just about the win tonight. Pretty happy with it, and you'd expect him to. And now we're going to have Ray Sheffield, coach for the North Stars, and just have a bit of a chat with him about the game from Newcastle's perspective. Hey Ray, how's it going?
Well, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. So, not obviously the outcome you guys wanted, a shootout loss, but it was a lot better game or an outcome than last time. Are you happy with the performance tonight, or are you still not quite happy with it?
Yeah, the performance was better. We got off to a pretty slow start.
Yep.
Took us a little while to get our feet and I guess match the speed. They've got a pretty quick team.
Yeah.
And it just took us too long to get going. But once we got going, we got settled in, we were okay.
Yeah. So, run us through a little bit about the game. You did get off to a slow start, but you started to find your feet in the second. Would you say that?
Yeah, it's probably the second. Actually, after we scored the goal, we were a little bit more settled, I think. And we got our lines right, and
Yeah. So, what did you do well tonight, or what did you do that you wanted to do?
I guess probably the transition, so not allowing them to get as many odd man rushes.
Yep.
Very important. Staying out of the box. I mean, they scored a couple power play goals, but they're good on the power play, so you got to kind of avoid those situations. And once we got settled in the game, I thought our defensive zone got better too. So.
And what were some of the things that you might have let drop or didn't really go to plan?
Probably just taking advantage of our opportunities.
Yeah.
We had a couple chances there where we walked right in, and I mean the goalie played well. He made some nice saves.
Yeah.
But,
that's what Dave was saying. DeSalvo made some pretty big critical saves there.
He did.
But Dane did, just as well. Like DeSalvo made some pretty big saves. I remember in the first period there, one of the first shots was some sort of strange cartwheel, crazy Dane Davis thing. It springs back up, and it's just incredible to see.
Yeah, he throws himself around pretty well there.
Yeah. Beautiful. So let's talk about a couple of how you think the changes in the roster went today. With Sammy, the change in Bert Malloy and Nick Rebay's roles sort of reversed a bit. Did they work out as planned, or?
They did actually. I think taking nothing away from Bert. Reeves kind of gives us a little bit more push forward from the D, and I don't think we lost a whole lot switching Bert up to forward. He's pretty dangerous.
It was great to see him on the ice so much. You kind of forget how much you don't see him until all of a sudden he just pops up everywhere. You're like, hello. You're throwing a lot of weight on the boards as well.
He's solid. Yeah. He likes to hit, and he's a heavy guy. He doesn't look really big up there, but he's
get some pads on, some skates on.
For sure, yeah.
Beautiful. And let's chat about a couple of standout players for you tonight. Who was really good for you out there?
I would have to say Jonesy. I thought Jonesy played really well. Scored a nice goal, and Loss played pretty well. And then that whole the whole Liam, Naden and Watini line.
Yes.
They were pretty good tonight.
Yeah, we've been chatting about how good those guys were. That was fantastic. Beautiful. Well, we've got Oslansky. Yeah, beautiful. Landon Oslansky from Perth Thunder to chat with. Thank you so much, Ray. It's awesome to chat with you. Well, yeah, that was Coach Ray Sheffield just running us through what happened for the North Stars tonight. Look, obviously a disappointing outcome for them. They did want that win. They really wanted it. But a shootout loss, 4-3 for them. And how's it going, Landon?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you going?
Good.
That's good. Welcome to North Stars Live.
How's it going?
Good. So, great game for you tonight. Run us through, what's it like out on the ice for you tonight?
Tiring. They're a good team.
Yeah.
They're fast, physical, so it's hard to play, but I mean, we snuck it out again. Last time was a little bit different. We had maybe a 5-minute lull, but this time we just kind of stuck simple and got it done.
So obviously last time you played Newcastle you had the 8-2 win, which was, a massive kind of scoreline for you guys. Tonight was a lot tighter. But talking about the game in general, like what were the differences between those two games? Was it just, more defensively challenging tonight?
No, last game they just had like a 5-minute lapse. It was a tight game halfway through the game. Then we had about a 4 or 5 minute window of putting, 3 in the net or something like that. So then the game kind of gets out of hand and it just kind of happens to lots of teams and lots of games. It can happen to anybody. But this game was a lot tougher. They stuck to it. They didn't have a lapse, nor did we. We just kind of stuck to the game plan and snuck one out.
Yeah. Do you have the game plan in your head, like as you're there? Like, do you just keep sticking to it no matter what, or when does it sort of? Sometimes games the game plan does fall by the wayside. Is it more of a battle to stick to the game plan, or you just have to go with what's happening out there?
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody has a game plan, and you want to stick to it. And when tough things happen, it's just like life. When tough things happen, you kind of just stick to your plan and just let it happen, and things will go good, and sometimes things will go bad. But in hockey, if sometimes you fall down 4 goals, it's kind of like crap,
Yeah.
But tonight we were just down 1, we get one back, down 1, get one back, and we just kind of stuck out. Shootouts are 50-50.
Yeah.
Could happen to anybody. You hit a post, could have hit a post and went in, but tonight it didn't. So.
Do you guys feel more confident going, like when it does come down to a shootout? Do you guys feel a little bit more confident because you have, the top leading goal scorers in the league, or is it still like shootouts are still shootouts?
Shootouts are shootouts. It's a goalie and the player. So, I mean, you could have a good goalie who loves taking shootouts and just loves taking one-on-one plays, and then some goalies don't. They're more of a gamer. And, I mean, I'd call myself more of a shooter than a dinker, and so I didn't have to shoot today, which was kind of awesome, but that's okay. 50-50 every time in a shootout. Anybody can win.
Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for having a chat with us.
Absolutely.
And we'll let you go and have a shower and, dress down.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all right. Thanks so much. That was Landon Oslansky from Perth Thunder joining us. And now we've got Dane Davis, goaltender for the North Stars, joining us after a big game from him. How's it going?
I'm good, little tangled.
Yes, a little tangled. You quite dwarf the seat with all your pads on still.
What are you saying?
I'm saying your pads are massive.
It's the pads. Okay.
Yeah, the pads. How's it going?
I'm good. You?
Yeah, I'm great. Big game. Look, obviously didn't get the outcome you wanted, but you had a massive game. It looks like a lot of big moments and saves and stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, Perth are, obviously always a great team.
Yeah.
They're always in contention every year, and you got Brio and Garmaison back there. Those guys are leading the league right now in points, I think, and it certainly shows. They capitalize on their opportunities we gave them, and they battle back and well-deserved 2 points.
Beautiful. So, tell us a little bit about the game from your perspective. You're all the way down one end. Obviously, the game goes into your end. But what do you see out there, and how do you sort of feel when the puck is all of a sudden rushing at you?
Well, nervous is probably the word, but no, overall, I think the game, we controlled a lot of the game. We had a lot of good opportunities. DeSalvo there played great, had some good saves, especially here in the second. He made that big save when we were on the power play. That really kept momentum. That was 2-1, could have been 3-1, a different game there. And then, when they come into our zone, I think we played really well tonight. I think they capitalized on their chances. We gave them a 5-on-3 to start, and they scored off that, and then they scored on a 5-on-4 at the beginning of the third, and then a little breakdown, and then one of their imports got loose in front of the net and buried. So I mean, 3 well-deserved goals. You should score on those opportunities, and we played with them. It's certainly was a tie game, I thought, and they got the best. But overall, I thought it was very even.
Yeah, very much so. It was a different game from the last game with Perth. That's for sure.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the one thing about Perth, if they get momentum, they'll keep it, and they got that train rolling, and unfortunately, last game a few weeks ago, we just couldn't stop it. Here, this was us. This is our true hockey, and it shows how tight the league is and shows how good we are. We can compete with anyone.
Yeah. As a team, what's the feeling in the locker room? Are you quite disappointed with that, or are you happier that you playing back to your true selves, I suppose? Or a bit of both.
It's a bit of both, we're disappointed, obviously, 2-1 going into the third, leaving with a tie. Okay, great, you get points, but you're never happy leaving a win on the table, especially you look at the standings, we're battling, there's really 3 teams battling for those last 2 spots. Every point counts for us, so we really need to put up the pads here and put in a good performance the next sort of 6-7 weeks to really solidify a spot, but we'll take all the points we can get.
Yeah, definitely. So. And there is another big game coming up tomorrow, Melbourne Ice back here at Hunter Ice Skating Stadium. Do you have any thoughts about facing Melbourne Ice tomorrow?
No thoughts. It's business as usual. It's they're obviously very dangerous. Coming off a championship last year, and they're still always in the hunt. No matter where they are on the table, they're only a few points back from us. So every game's critical. So we need to bear down and get home ice advantage here, and we got to use it. So.
Beautiful. And just one more, a bit of a personal thing. Your dad was here tonight watching. Is that right?
Yeah. My father's in town, so I haven't seen him since our wedding in 2013. So it's been 5 years.
5 years.
Yeah. Well, he's got off the farm back home and come out. My daughter turns 1 tomorrow, so
it's a bit of a big weekend for you guys.
I'm getting old. Probably shows in the haircut, but so huge weekend. He's come out and pretty emotional. He got to meet my kids for the first time.
That's beautiful.
And now I guess the problem is I can't get him to leave. So he's loving Australia so much. We're going to go out next week to the wineries and
very nice.
Show him all that Newcastle have to offer, and he'll enjoy
show him why you
grandkids.
fell in love with this place.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, I'll let you go, and you can go have a shower and dress down and head to the pub.
Looking forward to it. Dehydrated.
Yeah. Thanks, Dean. Thank you. Well, that was Dean Davis, goaltender for the Newcastle Northstars, just having a bit of a chat about the game and a bit of a personal touch. His dad, who hasn't seen in 5 years, Wayne, here for the game. And we're actually joined now by Eric. Eric is the bear behind the Bears. How's it going, Eric?
G'day, Ellie. G'day, everyone. How are you?
Good. You're not in Sydney tonight. You're in Newcastle.
I certainly am. The Bears are on the road in Adelaide and doing a great job from what I hear. And I thought I'd come up and see what a great job the Newcastle Northstars media team are doing. And having seen it from the inside, it's great in there.
So obviously, if you're watching this, you'll know that the Northstars have kicked it up a notch this year, just with more content. We wanted to bring more content, so a pre-game show, some intermission interviews, and a post-game show. Really start talking to more people from both teams just about the games and sort of bring a little bit more. But you're doing you're bringing more in a way to the Sydney Bears fans and the Sydney hockey fan base. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing this season.
Indeed, I've been commentating for the Bears for a couple of years on the audio streams, and I've also been doing a bit of work with the Ice Dogs as well. And so we're basically in some way pooling our resources because, you know yourself, Ellie, and anyone who's involved knows how many resources you need. It's a big step, some guy with an iPhone to the full-fledged production that's here in Newcastle.
I remember you guys. You literally used to be out there with your iPhone going live. Is it going live and commentating?
That was the 2016 Australian Women's Ice Hockey League Grand Finals. Right. That's the way I was doing it. That's all we had at the stage. Things have increased there. Things have improved there. Things continue to improve year upon year, and if I can have something like this in Sydney, it would be absolutely fantastic, not only for the Sydney teams, but also for the travelling teams and the fans as well.
So, tell them, I know why I give my time to the Northstars. I'm sure it's exactly the same as you, but why do you dedicate your time to the AIHL and the Bears?
Well, first of all, I enjoy it.
Yeah.
I saw that there was a need. When I joined the Bears, the volunteers there wasn't as many of us. We were at the Sydney Ice Arena at that time. Since then, we moved to the Penrith Ice Palace, and then after that, of course, to Macquarie, where we've been with the Ice Dogs for a couple of years. The amount of talent that's come into the volunteer ranks is increased, and also the number of people that have increased as well. But a production like this, we certainly need more to have a production like at the moment. We're only doing audio. We don't necessarily have the equipment and anything for this sort of thing, but we have increased and improved our audio coverage this year.
Absolutely. And have you noticed an increase in listeners or fan base?
We certainly have. This time of year is very interesting because the NHL's finished. It's favourable when it comes in terms of North American listeners. Like, they're now starved of hockey, and so some of them are discovering this league for the first time. For instance, in the chat this afternoon, we had a guy from Newcastle in the UK, we had a lady from Mexico, and there was people from Sweden as well. So there's lots of different people coming in, and some of them are discovering this league for the first time.
And some of them are very surprised that they can get a quality stream and not have to pay for it as well. That was one of the conversations.
Well, there's still lots of people who don't know about this league, and word of mouth, like, they'll go and they'll tell their friends, I was able to watch hockey at a decent hour. Like, when we started the stream, it was something like 8 a.m. in the UK, so breakfast hockey for them was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Eric, and it's been great having you here and seeing a little bit behind the scenes of what we do here.
Pleasure to be here, and thank you everyone for having me.
That's beautiful. All right, we'll bring Gav back and wrap up today's show. As I just said, that's Eric from the Sydney Bears, and now we're getting Gav back, and we'll just run through a couple of the things we were just chatting about. Hey, Gav.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
You've
Sorry, I
been
missed that. I was
around.
talking to everybody else as we were getting them for interviews.
Yeah, well, we had a couple of great interviews with Dave and Landon from Perth Thunder, and then Ray and Dane from us, Newcastle.
Yeah, well, I spoke to Dane too, and he, as I said before we actually got him on air, that he's disappointed with that. It comes down to a shootout, but he's, they'll take it. As I said before the game tonight, that we'd be happy to get away with a point, and I think I cursed
you
us
did
with
it.
that.
It was you.
It was my fault. When it was 3-3, I was thinking, oh no,
what have I
done?
done?
On, score another goal.
I think everyone was. Well, and now it's reset time because tomorrow we're back in the Hunter Ice Skating Stadium and we're facing Melbourne Ice, and something I chatted with Joey about, which we'll discuss further tomorrow for the pre-show, is that how do you face a team that is desperate for points, because Melbourne Ice are further down from where we are, and they're reigning champions. They really don't want to be where they are right now.
Yeah, as Dane said, they won the championship last year, so they have a quality team. Obviously it's just not clicking at the moment, but I think also that teams like Perth and Newcastle, and especially Canberra this year, who are have stepped it up another level, and Melbourne at the moment are probably a little bit behind that, and they'll be definitely desperate, and they'll be keen to come up here to Newcastle and get a win. They'll be wanting some points from this weekend. So,
and I know it doesn't make much of a difference, like you're a hockey player, but now that the new formation of the Lions are they've had one game underneath them, I think they'd know what to expect from each other a little bit more, and that
absolutely
might help for tomorrow.
Yeah, well, exactly like last time we played Perth, we had no idea what we were coming up against, and then you could see that the way we played tonight was different than what we played previously. We were a lot more defensive. Those 50-50 pucks where normally the defenseman would probably pinch in, or we were sitting back and trying to take out their passes, because Perth are very good at cross ice passing and everything like that. So we're trying to shut them down in the middle of the ice, and now that we reset and play Melbourne tomorrow, and like you said, we've played them, so we want to see what we're going to come up against, and see what comes. I thought Sam had a good game.
Yeah, he did.
He got his first goal.
He did.
So,
Bless him.
They put him down for an assist on the second goal. I didn't see the assist. We'll give it to him. We'll give him 2 points.
We like to give out points.
Darren, the referee, was putting down assists for every goal, and I was like, maybe not someone on that one. But that's, that's good. Points will do.
Yeah, absolutely. Alrighty, guys. Well, we'll wrap up today's North Stars Live. Again, I'm your host, Ellie Marie Watts.
Hi, I'm Gavin Thurston.
And join us again tomorrow when the North Stars take on Melbourne Ice.